Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It is Monday, June 21st, 2021. Hopefully you're all doing well. Let's be frank with each other here. I still don't know what new game I actually want to beat. Still have no idea what game I actually want to beat. Because I pretty much spent my weekend well, of course, Father's Day was yesterday. Hopefully, I'll at least tell the person that is the father in your life how much you care about them. And also having to take care of a bit of shopping. I need to actually update my wardrobe here. So it's a little bit easier. So, main reason I'm going to be playing a little bit more of EDF tonight. I'll be honest, I'm actually not really done. I've still been playing this game on hardest difficulty. Probably actually the furthest I've gotten. I've actually put more time into this game. Actually, I'm almost putting more time into this game than I have put into EDF 5. Pretty much, this is going to be the signifier that X says, okay, I've played more of EDF World Brothers in EDF 5. Which is a little odd, but hey, you know what? Honestly, Ukes is good at doing extremely streamlining the EDF games. And I greatly appreciate it. And it's short enough compared to the Sandlot games that doesn't really always feel like a drag. And I feel like, honestly, I also kind of hope they actually keep this squad thing, or what Sandlot actually will take that and getting armor regardless without having to pick up all the armor boxes. Did I seriously disconnect? I seriously disconnected. I disconnected. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, are you nuts? Well, this is a good start. Good start. Good start to a lovely stream. Well, hopefully I'll connect out to the second attempt here. There we go. Alright. Sorry about that. I had a feeling. Like I said, probably should actually... I just need to build myself a new computer, but... honestly, this computer shortage is never going to end. I feel like, oddly enough, the economy is in a weird state. And it feels like, honestly, between honestly, I feel like we're just in decline. We're just in decline. Also, I should actually let you know, been updating my blog a little bit more, trying to do that a little bit more consistently. It's a lot harder than you think, actually, to simply sit down and write a blog. Because the topics I want to talk about are usually super complex. And so that makes it really hard. So today I actually talked about, kind of talked about this on Friday. The whole Amaranth and Indie Fox getting banned. And I feel like, if anything, this entire thing is basically coming to a head. It's not really going to come to a boiling point because it's never going to end. I feel like, if anything, Twitch is the one that actually caused this problem. They could have actually ended this years ago when there were women who were focused on selling their sexuality on Twitch since the early days. So this is something that's been kind of brooding. And when Twitch changed from just being about streaming video games to just now you can stream anything, everything, that's really when they, streamers who basically sold sex, was basically turned Twitch into a platform of burlesque for these streamers, because they didn't have to do the pretense of it all. But it still comes down to Twitch, as they're the ones to blame for all of this, because they keep trying to play both sides. They try and actually say, hey, we're family friendly, we're advertiser friendly. But I think socially, they truly actually are okay, perfectly fine with actually having the platform be a place where you can actually sell pornography. And I think we've seen it time and time and again with, the inaction or the, some streamers basically get like, okay, it's their first offense, they're permanently banned from the site, while, streamers like Amaranth and Indie Fox, they only get suspensions. And when they do get suspensions, they're perfectly secure. They're not outraged or anything like that. They're not worried at all. And that really changes. I feel like if anything, Twitch just really accommodates them too much. And it's clear that they have the network. They have the connections within the company itself. That they don't have to be worried about any of that stuff there. So, I don't know if it's a hot take. I feel like, if anything, focusing simply on Amaranth and Indie Fox ignores the actual core issue, that the problem is the policies. The problem is the policies and what Twitch actually wants to do. The actual enforcers at Twitch who are making those key decisions should actually have a policy that reflects what they actually believe in. Because half of the reason we have these controversies is because you have one group of people who are playing by one set of rules, and then you have people like Amaranth and Indie Fox and stuff that are playing by a completely different set of rules. And it's even weird that you literally even have that top 0.1% of content creators. It's not even like a gendered issue, it's just who has the cronyism, who has the nepotism. And it really, like, who has the inside track with that because they know Twitch versus the people who don't. So the core of the problem isn't so much that, because even if you ask me, I think a lot of the problems, a lot of the controversy will go away if Twitch said by no uncertain terms, finally actually said, this is what we define as sexual, no ifs, ands, or buts. None of this put the onus on the viewers. I feel like that, if anything, was one of Twitch's biggest mistakes, because now a lot of the streamers like Amaranth, Alinity, and such, and they know it. The way they react on Twitch now is so brash and brazen that they're not afraid to simply say, like, literally, I think it's actually a quote now. It's, if I get so many viewers, I turn around and and you get to see my ass. That is brazenly and they're all and I think the other hilarious part, and the reason why I think their social beliefs needs to change. I remember Twitch saying, we're going to track you when you're actually on other social media platforms and such. Clearly, they're perfectly fine with having their Twitter lead to their OnlyFans, or their Instagram lead to their OnlyFans or Patreon, and their Patreons are nothing but pornography. Clearly, they're not doing their job at all, or they're perfectly fine with it. And I think, if anything, it's time for Twitch to actually simply say what Twitch is actually going to be from here on out, with no uncertain terms. Because people just want fairness, people want consistency in a format, and they want to know what's actually okay. Because I could see a lot of people completely changing their content if they simply say, you know what? Sure, pornography is allowed. I think, if anything, that'll drastically change what Twitch is all about by simply doing that. I personally think, honestly, if Twitch actually believes that, they should just make a new site. You had Justin.tv. I knew that technically failed because it was too broad. Twitch succeeded because it was about video games. It's not that hard to make a new website and say, you know what? Here. Go here. Because Twitch certainly isn't about video games anymore. And I feel like, if anything, ever since it's been that way, it's been just running into controversy after controversy after controversy, and it hasn't done Twitch's reputation any good. And it's getting more people interested in just simply looking at YouTube and Facebook as a better platform to stream, because they don't have to worry about any sort of controversy or drama, because at the very least, they know what they're getting into when they stream on YouTube and even stream on Facebook. Anyway, that's my personal thoughts on it. If you want, definitely check out my blog. I do need one thing I definitely want to do, and it's just time. I've been debating, honestly, taking a bit of a hiatus, honestly, just so I can sit down and concentrate and focus more on studies and such. Why don't we get started here? Let's actually play some EDF here. Going to be playing this on the hardest difficulty. A little bit quiet. I actually had to change the audio levels. Let me actually fix that here. That's perfect. There we go. Actually, I just realized it's probably actually just going to change the moment I actually load this in. So, instead of online play like I usually been doing, we're actually going to do story mode because, well, if you play EDF, you'll know that there's actually two different levels of difficulty. Online is actually full-on intended to be played with a group of people, and so they drastically increase all of the health of every single monster. So we're actually going to be playing this on the offline mode. Let me just make sure. Okay, that actually stayed. But let's welcome back Team Yodelay Kaboom here. Like I said, I've been playing this game on my own time here, so I'm going to kind of pick off where we left off here. So to kind of show off our progress is, well, we've made a good. I've made a good distance here. Let's see. Yeah, we're in Prismatic Pillbox here. Yeah, so we're going to be starting out on mission 25, holding out. But Team Yodelay Kaboom here, still our main squad here. I haven't changed many of our characters here. Still kind of relying on a lot of the older ones, but we did finally actually find another Yodel sister. And because I only found one and it was on hardest, well, she got 2 levels, so she can now use other weapons. She can use a missile launcher. I could have an entire team of missile launchers. You ate the chocobo. Why did you eat the chocobo? Were you that hungry? Did you need that Kentucky Fried Chocobo? I'm taking a drink just because of reading that. How you doing, Sims Mage? How was your weekend? Let's see, he can equip special weapons. Oh, these two can actually equip the same weapons. Interesting. Also, I got a new weapon. What the heck was it? Let's find out what that new weapon was, shall we? Where's the new weapon? Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. A laser rifle. Oh, it's the monster. Burst firing 4 shots. 1,400 damage. Interesting. I actually finally switched weapons. But no, not everyone's carrying an explosion weapon. Although that probably will change soon. Probably will change. I'm curious, though. Faster reload time, though, if it's a burst shot. Longer range, you know what? Let's actually try him with that. But we still got our guys holding the Sky Turtles here. Yodel Sisters now using the Jakiri system. We're just a bunch of missile launchers. Let's begin. Ooh, I might actually want to reduce the volume a little bit. I think the explosion's gonna be too great.
Sure, but we must get back before my Kaiserschmarrn is ready.
Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit down. Let's just a little bit. Hey, that was fine. You're good. You got book light, so I don't turn on the room light when I just read. Just cloak the book light to the book and start reading. Nice. Oh. Was that like a Father's Day present or something, or?
Yeah. But there is a giant. Is it an enemy?
That is Barga, gigantic unloader.
I unfortunately couldn't. My dad never tells me what he actually would want. I took the terrible route and I just did a I got him a gift card.
I'll take this. I got this.
Enemies have been alerted. Please engage. A huge group of Darogas is approaching.
Uh-oh.
Could
I'm gonna have to...
for one more favor, use the team to fulfill personal requests. Commander, let's move out.
Retreat? When Lady Chapelouse still needs us.
There he goes.
ADF had honor.
Aw, I knew I could count on you, my sweet hero.
I blush. I'll take this. No!
There we go.
Allow me. I got this. Copy that. Initiating attack.
Wish I could go down there and help.
Sorry. Allow me.
Ooh,
You're doing great this mission.
fancy. Uh-oh. You got it for yourself. I'd be confused if I got a father's gift, some signal, and never had, well, you know. No, that's fine, man.
Yeah.
Let me just blow you up.
Allow me.
Oh, God.
I got this. I'll take this. Sorry. I got this. Gotcha. I need that.
Damn Darogas.
Leave it to
They're
me.
slow. It's best to fight these guys one-on-one.
This is
Probably
too
should
painful to watch.
actually...
And that. Take this. And that. I got this.
Uh-oh.
Eat this.
Did I lose? I lost Yodo sister.
Leave it to me. I got this. Is this what I get for being overconfident?
Can you make it? No, he can't.
Emergency! Help!
Everyone's falling off the earth. This is terrible.
You
What?
got me.
Oh, not even any visibility frames. That's a shame.
Guess there's no other way.
You can rescue a defeated teammate by approaching them.
Moving away.
Oh, there we go. Let's get everyone up.
Thanks for the assist.
Get up. You're not done fighting yet.
Yeah.
Like I said, Father's Day is like a... It's one of those times where, like, you just... There's a sale on everything. It's just a sale on everything.
Don't make it. I got this.
Like, honestly, I use Father's Day sale to buy myself new t-shirts. Hey, how's it going, Pretty Time? How you doing, man? It's been a while. Hopefully you had yourself a good Father's Day. Hope you had yourself a good weekend. Let's playing some EDF. I'm not done with this game, apparently. I'm not done with this game, apparently.
I'll take this. This is too
I'm going through the hardest difficulty now. You're probably way ahead, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Alright. Need to get that last character before we blow up this Daroga.
I'll take this.
Hello? Oh, there they are. You did arrive on Father's Day, but you completely forgot about Father's Day? That's perfectly fine.
I got this. Let's ride. Gotcha.
You playing? Yep, playing on the hardest.
Strong. How's your armor looking?
Alright, let's run away. So I'm not playing this online, this is the offline difficulty.
Enemies. A strategic retreat may be necessary.
Please don't leave me. Don't make me all so lonely.
Let's have some fun. Must persevere. Must keep honor.
Yeah, sure. We can definitely do the online.
Oh, my hero. I knew I could count on you. Moe, charge!
They got me. I believe I have reached my limits. This.
Oh, don't say that. Moe, kill!
The enemy forces are just too great.
Oh,
How pitiful!
come on, get up.
Has been infected by demons. Leave it to me.
That does it! Varga! Awaken!
Oh god, I can imagine just Barga just dropping out. Yeah, just let me know plenty of time when you actually are available.
I'll let you use it. Hop in!
It is some sort of a giant walking contraption. I got this.
Vargas were designed as giant humanoid cranes to use for building things like bridges.
Also, I just realized these things have probably more weapons.
Basically, construction equipment designed to look like
No
us.
other way. An avalanche of
Just get here already!
Miles away. Sorry, you got this.
Enemies,
There we go.
you're surrounded.
Allow me. And that to reload.
What? Oh, come on, really?
It doesn't have any weapons of its own, but you can attack using its legs.
Intermissions! Getting surrounded will not be good! Next!
And that.
Dance!
I think I like the other weapon better than the laser gun.
Keep this up, Commander.
Launch the missiles!
Me. Take this. And that. Take this.
Yeah, I think I like the auto aim better.
This is too painful to watch. Take this. Copy that. Initiating attack.
Intermissions awful!
Yeah. Let's have some fun. Go try.
It's complete!
Thanks for holding out.
Oh no!
Akihabara is now safe.
Nope, 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 nope.
Vehicles, Spear Milk, and Cat Sanctuary Meat Cafe. Your turn is now complete.
This is too painful to watch.
You were using us to buy time until you can finish building that cafe.
Alright,
Use its rockets to construct a cafe. To use as a sanctuary in Akihabara!
let's board.
A punch this massive can obliterate enemies with a single
There we go.
Crush them!
Varga is made from an E1 alloy, so
There we
enemy
go.
attacks will hardly put a dent
I don't know, I honestly didn't know if Barga would literally drop like a rock, because I had a feeling it would just die immediately. Thankfully, you can walk and punch at the same time.
How's the view up there?
Nope, I'll miss that one.
This amount of damage is no problem at all.
I think I like this combo a little bit better. Just kind of end up hitting everything. See, the goal was to take care of the ants, so I don't have to worry about that. Slap him out of here.
Mission complete. Great job.
I've got all I need, so you can go home now, Master.
But what do you mean?
Stompy, stompy.
Get it? I don't need you anymore!
As long as your main country is safe, then I am happy. And I would not have made it through this battle had it not been for you, Lady Chaparu.
You're actually pretty sweet!
And you guys are hopeless without me. I should probably stay and help a bit longer.
I'm glad we're like you get to use the Barga more times.
Monte Rosa, we're alive.
I feel like they did that because you can't actually summon the Barga in this game. Ooh, hot burst. We're finally getting to level 3 weapons. We're going up in the world. Aw, he didn't get the level 3 weapon. Still surprised, honestly. Like, you're still only getting, like, the level 1 stuff. You know, I'm changing this back here. I like the Hercules 7. Like, it's a burst shot, but it actually has so much more ammo. And it has auto-aim, so it's just full-on. It's just better. It's just better. Town in pieces. Oh, this is gonna be disgusting. Something biting. Gonna be fun, nothing but ants biting me. It's time for the green ants.
My voice will shake the aliens into submission.
It's time for the green ants.
I'll take this.
See if I can actually get our
So this is the
teammates.
next area?
It is quiet. Are there really enemies here?
I'm picking up signals all around you. Type unknown.
This is gonna be ugly. Like, doing this online was hard enough. Well, let's go in our corner after we rescue our air raider.
What are these?
The buildings fell. They must not have been up to code.
Commander, you're surrounded.
No! Ah, die.
Enemies on all sides.
This is too painful to watch. I'll take
Thank goodness this is actually freaking online mode.
Missions
Or the offline mode. I could easily see this just being even worse.
Copy that. Initiating attack.
Alright, there. We got everyone. Missiles away! You caught a fish. What are you playing? Are you playing Bassmasters?
Go, Commander.
Are you doing Sega Bass Fishing Championship? Are you playing Breath of Fire? There's always... Well, actually, no. I was said that's it. Like, there's always fishing in Breath of Fire. Oh, wait, no, there isn't. There's Breath of Fire 5. And 6, I guess.
The enemies won't stop attacking. Intermissions.
There we go.
I got this.
Give me the yellow box. Huh?
Intermissions.
Animal Crossing New Horizons. Ah.
Yeah.
See, I respect Animal Crossing, but I can't get into it. Like, I tried the first one and I realized, wow, I have no creativity whatsoever.
There's more.
From the other buildings.
Whoop.
Cover me. Copy that. Initiating attack. This is too painful to watch. And this. Take this. And that. This is my destiny.
Intermissions.
Rage.
Oh, what?
Like an elephant in the Punic Wars.
Intermissions. Intermissions over.
There we go. Yeah, this honestly feels like I'm playing this on hard mode, honestly.
This is too painful to watch.
That's what this feels like.
Go down there and help. You're doing great.
Intermissions over.
Alright, let's get ourselves some more stuff. Get our health.
Eat this. Allow me.
There we go.
Next.
Is that it? What a tiara! That was insane.
Our team is slowly growing, but the enemies are getting stronger as well.
Let's ride.
One more. I think they blow up
There's
here.
more. They
Oh,
were
no, there they
hiding
are.
in the buildings.
There's no end to these guys. Firing cannon.
Intermissions over.
Allow me. This is my destiny. Alexander the Great's javelin throwers. Cover me! And that! Next! Firing cannon!
Never stop shooting.
On the day the invaders arrived,
I'm glad I got the final level of the Chikiri system. This is a good gun.
all in a single day. They say there was a single survivor of EDF East who went on to defeat scores of enemies.
Oh, that was a thing.
Known as the legendary soldier.
Destiny. Rage! Rage like an elephant in a Punic war.
Oh, I'm surprised he's alive. There you go, he's fine.
This is too painful to watch.
Never seen anything like this.
He was a great white and not a whale or a hammer.
This is too painful to watch. Take this.
They must have a lot of different types, don't they?
Intermission's over.
Is that everything? It is everything. Nice. That was a lot easier than the hard mode online.
Did it. I'm beat.
This is too painful to watch.
Great work. Commander, I propose we seek out this legendary soldier. I'm sure he would be an asset to the team.
How that? I'd love to meet a remarkable soldier like that.
See, your other allies actually do less damage, I've learned, with the missiles, but you know what? It's still better to give them the most damage possible. So, like, the Sky Turtles here is actually a perfect weapon for him.
Hastings, Waterloo, Gettysburg, and now this. Another turning point in history.
Also, I love the voice acting. Hey, Assault King Beetle. Well, let's see what that one does. You need a whale and a hammerhead. Are they? I'm guessing they're in season on the island. I honestly thought most people would be done, like, kind of. I feel like most people I know who actually play those games are kind of like, I'm done. It's like, I played it to the point I wanted to play it, I'm done. This has 11,000 damage. Holy crap. 80 range, though. That's, wow. That's a very powerful bug there. That's a big blast radius, though. 1.2 seconds, though. I'm a little concerned. I gotta. Can he actually use those weapons? He can't shoot. All right, it's gotta be one of you guys then. Here. You can use the beetle. We're gonna be trying the beetle out, which is probably perfect because we're gonna be fighting nothing but hornets. Let's launch some beetles, and hopefully we don't blow ourselves up.
My song.
Actually, this worked perfectly because he's gonna be the one skating around here.
Alpine Wind.
So that legendary soldier is here?
Well, to be honest, his exact location is unknown. But someone matching his description
Hi, guys.
was reportedly spotted around
No!
here.
This is too painful to watch. I'll take this.
Fine. What? Oh. Oh, that is a slow boy. That is a slow boy. I'm gonna blow myself up here, aren't I? Okay, maybe that's not actually as good of a weapon as I thought it would be. Alright. Time out. Time out. Time right the heck out.
Allow me. Leave it to me.
That is such a big boy. Why? Oh.
What else do we know about this legendary soldier?
Oh.
He was a member
That's
of the
what you
EDF's
do.
Infantry? So the
Okay.
same as
They
Theta 5.
summon a gigantic ball of fire.
Hundreds of giant creatures on his own and even downed a mothership. At least, that's the rumor.
I find it hard to believe that one man could do all that. Allow me. Take this. And that.
Okay, I could see giving that to an NPC and letting him go to town with that weapon, but not a player. Not a player. Let's go get our first soldier here and rescue him. Oh, he did get into EDF. Damn it, I fell asleep. I felt like after I ate dinner, I pretty much fell asleep actually yesterday. I was curious if you got to play that and oh god, what's the actual mascot of the Simple series? What's her name? It's the giant woman. It's the giant woman. I don't really know if it'll be the predecessor. Like, EDF started on the PlayStation 2. So, I wouldn't really call it, like, it's the start of the franchise. It's kind of like, what is it? Dynasty Warriors started, like, okay, Dynasty Warriors started as a fighting game. That was probably the weird part about Dynasty Warriors. Alright, I want to do something here. So... yeah, so it just creates a ball of fire. That is weird.
HQ has provided a vehicle for you to use on this
So does
mission.
this actually do what I think it does? Okay, so they do blow up. They just have terrible navigation. And a very low range, so the beetles won't actually know where to actually go. He played Demolition Girl. Excellent. Good.
A whole bunch of giant creatures
Oh, God.
heading this way. Oh, the Tiana! Too many enemies! If only I had this many customers!
No other way. This is just too much. Bullets. Moving away.
He actually finished Demolition Girl. Well, it's... I'm actually surprised it's...
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense that it's a short game, but still.
You on our side? Sorry.
That suit!
That suit's a little over the top, wouldn't you say?
I'm looking at his stats now. He's super strong!
Painful to watch.
Probably more reliable than others.
Hey, what are you looking at me for?
Wonder how this would actually do against these guys. It's not going to be good against the Reds, I'll tell you that much.
Guess there's no other way. An avalanche of bullets. Allow me. This is my destiny. Straight fall.
Like a cryo-frozen beam! It's the only way
Alright.
Open your ears!
Let the yodel! What the? I just realized I... nothing. Just gonna... I don't know how he has both of them, but he does.
Let's have some fun. Go try. Let's ride. I'll take this. This is too painful to
Their
watch.
steam attack is quick and tough to dodge. Try finding something to take cover behind.
And that. Reload.
Alright. There we go. Problem solved.
Yeah.
All we needed was a little bit of yodeling. Just needed a little bit of yodeling.
I'll take this. We got this.
We won!
All All enemies exterminated. Looks like he's living up to his reputation.
He only said predecessor because I wasn't paying attention when he said what was next. Ah, okay.
You must be confusing me for someone else. I used to be the leader of the EDF Infantry unit. You call me Jin. A legendary soldier, huh? I was his leader, but I myself am nothing special.
I like how Storm's just a legend in this game.
We did it! We won! Alright!
Alright, the Beetle didn't win me over. I didn't like the Beetle, I'm sorry. Hey, Alpha's level 5.
Очень приятно. I'm not a spy. Just a girl from Russia who's willing to fight with you guys.
Finally got the last of the Swan Sisters. Swan Sister Beta. Yeah, I've never seen actual gameplay of EDF back on the PlayStation 2. And I think it's actually really cool. I learned a lot of things, actually. I was talking to Juker last on Saturday night after John's stream, him talking about the Simple series. There are a lot of actual the actual number of publishers involved in what is called like the Simple series of games is actually quite surprising. It's like Age Tech, they're known for, at least for me, they're known for publishing. They're known for publishing the Armored Core series, actually. Here, you can have your Sky Turtle back. The rest I'm fine with. But, like, Taito apparently published some Simple series. They developed some Simple series games. Because Puzzle Bobble apparently was on the list for what counts as a Simple series game. It's honestly quite interesting if you actually Wikipedia Simple series, just how many games actually are counted under the label of Simple series. It's a lot of games, actually. Spanning on the Wii, the PlayStation 2, even some handheld ones, actually. So it's actually really surprising just how many games. I think obviously PlayStation 2 was like that perfect time, just simply because a lot of game developers were kind of still learning how to develop games in 3D.
Stone?
I'm picking up multiple heat sources from within.
It's a giant creature nest, a huge one. And look around it.
Uh-oh.
This area is protected by their queen.
If we take out the queen and its nest, that should stop more giant creatures from coming.
Let's do it!
Oh, please. That is the person I need to see. So the Voyagers are known for, are actually known for having the big missile launchers. And I kind of want those.
I've tracked down the invader mothership. We're gonna need him to fight it off. Still, it's been years since I last heard from him.
Also, I really probably should kill the mother ant here.
I'll take this. Allow me.
You be quiet.
Intermission's over.
Everything okay down there?
Allow me. And this. Leave it to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Eat this.
Move.
Eat this. Leave it to me.
I love how I'm gonna run past this the ant. As long as we agree Sony is the reason Sonic Heroes sucked. Wait, why Sony?
Leave it to me.
How did Sony get involved with the development of Sonic Heroes?
Insectiles are enormous and take damage no matter where you attack from. Use a high firepower weapon to take them out fast.
Bit confused on that one.
Sorry. Yeah. Up I go.
There you go. Alright, where the heck are you? Are you down here? Yes, you are.
This is too painful to watch. Firing cannon.
I fought many battles together here.
The nest is about to collapse. Keep attacking.
Get rid of you.
This is my destiny.
Come on, hit her. Good.
Reminds me of fighting with you.
Alexander the Great's javelin throwers. I'll take this. Guess there's no other way. An avalanche of bullets. And that. Firing cannon.
Rumors say Sega wasn't originally planning to port, and Sony basically blackmailed them.
Intermission's over.
Don't know how you'd blackmail Sega, honestly, but
Next.
then again, I'm sure there's probably some sort of internal politics that went in there.
I wish I could go down there and help.
Get over there.
Firing cannon. And that.
That good. That took care of it. I think, if anything, there was one anthill over here. Yeah.
Alpine wind.
Come on, you can climb it. No, or maybe not. Never mind.
Moving away.
Yep, there's definitely an anthill over there.
I got this. Up I go.
Well, everything's gonna explode here for a second. Or I could just jump into a tree.
I'll take this.
There's a hole in the
I
ground.
got this.
I am surprised it didn't blow up on that one.
Intermission's over.
You are dominating the enemies.
Next.
Leave it to me.
Switch over. Bro. It's done.
Intermission's over.
I keep blowing myself up. I think it was more Sega wasn't comfortable with the tech and Sony. Well, I wouldn't be surprised because designing for the PlayStation 2 was very, very difficult.
Go try.
Designing for the PlayStation 2 was very difficult, actually. But if you actually mastered it, it was actually a really good system to design your games for. But once again, it was quite the hurdle to actually develop for. And that was, like, developing games back then is... Well, each generation has their own challenges, but
Got this.
the real big difference is learning how to code with each of those games. That's the real challenge. That's the real challenge. Because then that also involves testing, QA testing, and when you're testing literally for 7 different systems, that makes things very difficult.
Mission complete. Great job.
Compared to today,
We did it.
it's like Unreal,
Still
Unity,
no sign of him.
or you make your own
I'll have to
engine.
Take down that mothership myself.
Don't be ridiculous. We're going with you. I'll take this.
We're after the same thing. Let's do this together, Jin.
Moving away.
I like how, like, do appreciate, at least by learning, like, things like DaVinci Resolve and photo editing,
Hastings, Waterloo.
like, how a lot of these assets are actually made now.
Turning point in history.
I and Sega would not have to worry about the PS2 version because they already had a GameCube and Xbox version already planned. The Kraken! We're releasing the Kraken! We're putting away the Sky Turtles for the Kraken. Come on, let's hope that Kraken is good. Ooh, a new shotgun too. Actually, all new weapons. Oh, we gotta see what these new weapons are. Alright, oop, nope, not unbearables, we don't need that. But now's the question. Alright, what's the Kraken? 55,000 damage. What? What? Wait a minute. Why? Why would you divide it into 10 shots? That's shenanigans. Shenanigans in the highest order. The Sky Turtle offers 36... Why is this with all the level 3 weapons? They're like splitting the damage. Alright, we'll give it a shot. We will give the Kraken a shot. We have to try it. Although it does have a faster reload time and more range, so that is technically a plus. And it's still one shot, so... possibly better. I'm curious, though, about some of the other weapons we actually got. We got Snegurochka. Like, all the level 3s are split shots. I don't understand. Only Final Blast can defeat enemies. Why are they making so many weird exceptions to all these rules? No reload time, but your shots are half a second. Interesting. Oh, I guess... yeah, why are you making all the weapons, like, weird? Stop making them weird, Ukes. I thought we got a shotgun. There it is, the B-Bullet Buzz. A homing shotgun of 12 shots. Interesting. This is why Sword and Shield doesn't want to visit anymore. Let's see, Hotfoot Burst. 930 damage, 60 ammo, 8 meters of blast radius, 6 shots. Interesting. Decrease aim speed while firing. And it's also burst firing. Huh. Neat. Well, let's blow people up. Let's release the Kraken. That is literally the thing I was hoping for. I was hoping to get the level 3 missile launcher.
Sure, but we must get back before my Kaiserschmarrn is ready.
Alright. First things first.
Moving away.
Let's go and rescue our allies.
It's a trap. Enemies behind you.
Everything's a trap. Oh, nope, come on. What the?
Intermission's
Fine.
over.
You want to be that way? You can be that way.
I'll take this. Firing cannon. Sorry. I got this. Let's ride. Eat this.
Oh. Oh. What?
Take this.
Oh. Well, that's a bit disappointing. I mean, on the plus side, I technically don't have to worry about blowing myself up.
There's still more to go.
This is too painful to watch. And this. And that.
Excellent teamwork.
There's still more enemies for you to clear out.
All right.
Don't make it so easy. I got this. Gotcha.
Although I have to kind of be careful
Entering coordinates.
of where I throw things.
Firing cannon. Sorry.
Okay, the Kraken's interesting. The Kraken is an interesting weapon. All right.
Leave it to me. I got this.
Grab that.
Attack while in midair. Try to hit them while they're jumping.
Alpine wind.
And if the rumor is true, Sony tried to do the same thing with Capcom. They wouldn't release Ligan 8 on the PlayStation 1.
Sorry.
Yeah, like I said, there's always going to be a certain level of skullduggery with your network and such. There's always going to be something interesting. This is why I actually like my one ballistic weapon. He's got enough explosions. He's got enough explosions. He doesn't need to actually blow up everything. Very long lock cycle, though. Oh, that's our German. That's our GSG, brother. Represent your fatherland.
I'll take this. Leave it to me.
So it just splits apart? Yeah, it just splits apart. It's a kind of a bummer, honestly. So you don't actually know if you're gonna hit the target.
I'll take this.
That kind of sucks.
Moving away.
I'll be honest, like the level 3 weapons have not been all that encouraging.
Up to something.
It's that dark mist again.
It's a monster.
Say it back, couldn't take the chance of losing platform. No, nobody could. Like they were number 1 back then, but that still didn't want to let them rest on their laurels.
Terrifying. I've heard the rumors, but I didn't think it would be this big.
Ah, damn it.
This is too painful to watch.
What the heck?
We need to stop it here and now.
Strike fall. Take this. The Punic Wars. Yeah.
Alright. Hang on a second, you.
You're done for.
It'll flatten you like a spring roll wrapper.
This is the general. That Saurus must
That's
stop here.
not good.
Moving away. We got this.
I don't know if we have enough power to do this on our own.
Yes, we do.
Avalanche of bullets. He just won't go down.
HQ, some backup would be really nice about now. You're not coming in clearly. Repeat. Backup. We need backup. I can't hear you. We must be getting some interference. Guess all HQs are the same. We could really use him now. That
Oh,
legendary
goodness. I really desperately need her to actually yodel for me. Also, I just realized they're actually Dark Legion enemies.
This is too painful to watch. I'll take this.
They may have played the same enemies as before, but the dark mist
Yodel your heart out, girl. I'm actually surprised I lived through that.
I got this.
Commander, your team is quite impressive. You remind me of him. No matter how bad things got, he was relentless.
We're just gonna sit on your feet here, buddy.
Maybe there's a connection.
It was beyond human.
What the heck am I?
Intermission's
Alright.
over.
I'm fine. It's okay.
This is too painful to watch. Copy that. Initiating attack. Allow me. Take this.
Uh-oh. Move! Yeah, this isn't actually as good as I thought it would be. Like, I feel like I'm only doing half of the damage. Oh, you're still a chunky boy.
This is too painful to watch. And this. Initiating attack. I'll take this.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, he's done.
Intermission's over.
Wait, really? You're not dead yet?
Painful to watch.
Oh, okay, you can just throw him off the edge.
You're late.
You love it more when the developers have more powers than the publisher. Yeah, that's. I think that's the preferred method.
Leave it to me.
I think it'd be very weird.
To me. Allow me.
Did it.
Okay, go.
I don't believe it. We won.
Leave it to. I got this.
Commander, the mothership is flying away. That dark mist. The same mist was coming
Here's
from
the thing,
that
like-
last enemy.
Basically, in an ideal world, it would literally be able to do the bureaucracy and the administrative work, and there you go.
Report from the scout team.
The
This
reality
area
is,
has been
though,
restored with the rest of the planet.
getting your foot in the door as a developer on any platform,
I never thought we'd
aside
defeat
from actually
Soros
costing a
and
lot of
off the
money,
mothership on our own.
there's still a lot of people who actually make those gut decisions, those yeses and nos in life.
Two more motherships to go.
So even if you had an ideal world where everyone was basically at the very bare minimum neutral to each other,
No, but we did better.
the reason why you have people actually making those decisions, because you can end up with a lot of really
Gave up. No matter
bad
how many
games
times he was
on
defeated.
that developers wouldn't want on their
I
platform.
know that you guys have what it takes to put the planet back together.
I think honestly, I think an example would actually be, oddly enough, a lot of pornography games.
Gettysburg, and now this, another turning point.
Man, you just get a lot of armor now. But there's definitely, a lot of it, though, does come down to the social. Which is why you have a lot of people who are basically... They may not be the best developers, but they have so much power in the game industry simply because they know everyone. And they're on their side. Arc Sword Type W, that's the final sword, or well, at least the final sword that I know of. I'm assuming this is going to be a level 4. Would you be mad if I've been drinking tonight? No, why? Good. Join the club. I've got my Suntory whiskey. I had a couple of drinks tonight. I think after the last 3 months, I finally had a soda, so there you go. You're not alone in drinking some alcohol. It's a perfectly normal thing to do. The only thing I don't want people to actually do, and I can't, here's the thing. I know that as a streamer and such, you can never control what another person does. Whether you're a streamer or not. That's just going to be a normal fact of life. The important thing is, though, understanding, it's just like any other social situation and such. It's like, you're going to be that guy who's going to be pissed drunk, and then all of a sudden try and dictate what other people are going to do. It's like, no, that's not how things work here. You're going to let them know. It's like, hey, man, it's not cool. Let's move on. It's like, this is not the time or place for that sort of thing. At least it's not my time and place sort of deal. There's no drinking, though. It's like, yeah, that's fine. Drinking anything in moderation is perfectly fine. It's just, you know, it's when things are done in excess. That's usually when controversies start and you start getting yourself into trouble. But if you say you're ready, so I'm guessing though you're ready to play some EDF then, Pretty? I know I'm just saying if Sega made the next Sonic game, was Nintendo expensive? I'm assuming you mean exclusive there. None of the companies will say anything because they don't want to lose Yakuza. Like I said, like everyone always strives for an ideal, but then you have to kind of, unfortunately, compromise that with the harsh reality of with the harsh reality. And it's no matter where you go, it really just comes down to like finding the actual people and making those network connections. As an outsider, as a consumer in most things of the video game industry nowadays, and still, I would like to actually be involved, because I know I can do the job, I can do it competently. I think a lot of people are putting, like, they always put their ego forward first. You know, that's the unfortunate thing. That's the unfortunate thing, is that they put their ego, you know, before anything else. They don't focus on, what it could be. You know, like, alright, let me put my ego aside here, and let's actually think about, like, how do we get this to do business? Oh, it's set to easy. Okay, that would explain it. That would explain a lot. Oh, God, that's not gonna work against these guys, is it? I think I like the Sky Turtle more. I'm not a fan of scattershot weapons. I think, oddly enough, the level 2 weapons so far have been proven to be better than the level 3 weapons. Which is a little weird, because, like, you kind of expect a DPS increase, and some weapons you do, but some weapons you don't. It's weird. It's weird. Actually gonna revert. You know what, actually, you know what, we'll try that. The Kraken seemed like they actually were a bit faster. But, room name's open, room's Tenmar, passcode is the number 10. I don't drink, but the rules for drinking on my stream is, are you binging, save, and responsible? I feel like the ending of your message there kind of got a little garbled there, but pretty much, yeah, just, you know, yeah, I'm okay with people drinking. It's just all about moderation. Like, I don't want to hear, like a Thanksgiving uncle's rant, or a Thanksgiving grandfather's rant. That's pretty much where I'm at on that whole thing. And there will always be controversial things to talk about and stuff. Like I said, I'm starting to realize, like, it's better to put your voice out there and say what you think. And I'd hate to say it, but yeah, you're gonna have to deal with some fallout on certain things. But overall, though, it's still better to just be able to publish the content. There's, you know, you're gonna have to kind of tell, like, okay, where's the winds blowing and stuff, but let's be honest, how I published it, yeah, I probably won't ever get a job at Twitch, honestly, because the problem isn't simply the streamers themselves. They're the source of it, but the actual root problem is still Twitch. They need to really take a look at themselves as a business. And I think in terms of the social, because you know what, actually, let me back up for a second. There's actually a very good way to actually look at a lot of things here. Usually everyone always just kind of reacts with their gut feeling. I was kind of raised in the House of Law and Order, so the way I like to look at a lot of things is understanding what's within the realm of the actual law, and then there's the social. And it's also, and it kind of bleeds down to like the way I actually moderate and such too. It's like, okay, if you're creating rules, you better damn well believe in those rules and you be able to actually enforce them properly. And they gotta be specific. And not be the type of rules where you're gonna get a person go, actually... It's, I'm actually, okay, your rules technically didn't say this. I don't know why I'm doing that, like, a weird voice like that, but I am. How's it going, Dank Magician? Might be able to get Monster Hunter Stories 2 on release after all. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed. I remember watching, Bless RNG play the first one years ago on the DS. I think it was on the DS, if I remember correctly. It honestly looked fine. It looked like a fun game, fine game. Kind of like a rock, paper, scissors style game. But the art style and being able to have a lot more horsepower on the Switch makes it look just a lot more beautiful. And it's kind of weird to say on the Switch because I feel like we're in a point where it's like it's more important to know the art style than anything else. The art style is more important. You just want to have fun playing games with friends? Hey, well there you go, you're getting it. You are getting it for any time. Let's go blow up some gunships. Also, this is going to kill us.
I got this.
The EDF's
What the?
research unit is currently investigating the inside of a pyramid. We'd like you to lure out and exterminate all enemies.
I think honestly, the best way to say it is like I'm a guy who actually is you could play games with online. It's cool, man. Like I always get into that. Oh, jeez. I always get into that type of thought. So probably should actually go. There's a lot more enemies than I remember.
I'm getting signals on the radar. Be careful out there.
Like for me, I'm not the type of person to ever ask that type of weird question because I have a very strenuous relationship when it comes to like how to be a friend because I've never really had many people who have been good friends in my life. The Airbud ruling. Yeah, sort of like that. You gotta be careful with like when you make rules because here's when it comes down to it, here's my thought. You are like in terms of streaming and moderation here. It's the end of your day, you're done with a long day of work, you probably had to spend your time cooking dinner, taking care of your kids, helping your wife out. All of these things. And why would you want a streamer all of a sudden just to like all of a sudden kind of dictate to you
The rumors are true.
how to, you're watching them as a form of entertainment,
It's not just a
and you're just letting them dictate how you should actually act.
that mention alien UFOs.
Like for the 30 minutes you probably have to actually for the 30 minutes you probably have to be able to play a game. I think that kind of sucks, honestly.
For those of you who aren't educated.
Like Total Biscuit really did make a good
Hold the key to victory
description.
against
I
aliens.
still actually need to sit down and actually edit out that video.
Easy task.
Also, did you get everyone already? 4 teammates? What? Why are there 4 teammates?
But come on now, ancient walls talking about UFOs? Sounds like superstition to me.
I got this.
It's too early to dismiss.
How's it
these
going,
beliefs
Galactic
as
Baron?
false.
Bad news, Newegg canceled the laptop order without warning or explanation. Oh,
Between ancient Egypt and aliens.
good news. Amazon had a slightly better deal, albeit for $100 more. Nice.
I'll believe it when I
Better
see
news, I
it.
get to watch stream now. Do the Newegg.
Like that sort of thing.
Oh, there's the last one.
Them stories are just for kids.
How's it going, Galactic Baron? Hopefully you had yourself a good. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Oh yeah, today's was a Prime Day. Like Jeff Bezos needs needs more money. Like Jeff Bezos needs more money.
The cosmos has led me to you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this Kraken missile launcher. I mean, it's faster, which is a plus. And apparently the initial rocket just launches up. It's no fun forcing people to play a specific way. Well, I mean more socializing. Like, I just mean, like I'm kind of commenting on Sims Mage's, like, how I actually moderate, how I actually, you know, look at things. So that people can have, you know, enjoy a stream. Because, like, it kind of sucks if you're a moderator and all of a sudden you're the guy who goes, oh no, you violated this rule. And that's why, you know, context matters. Context's always important. But at the same time, you kind of have to...
Sandstorms are clearing up.
You have to look at a lot of situations.
Yeah, it's a group of UFOs.
I think this will be fine. I think that'll kill it. Yeah, that'll kill it.
Allow me. This is my destiny.
Birdie, context sensitive.
I'll take this.
I think this should do it. This should do it.
Take this. Firing cannon. Take this.
Oh. Good old Geist.
Allow me.
Intermission's over.
Firing cannon. This is too late. Take this.
I'm gonna play Conker's Bad Fur Day again. I never played that game. It's not that it didn't interest me, it's more of like, okay. You know, back when games were a lot more expensive. I'm not even hitting this thing. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Allow me.
And hopefully that'll do it.
Firing cannon. Take this.
A little early. There we go.
Allow me. Take this.
You know, everyone else I know has one of theirs, has like an Xbox and such.
Allow me.
Intermission's over.
Get out of here, darn it.
I'll take this.
Yeah, Rare Replay is actually really good. I'm glad they were able to preserve a lot of their stuff. Unfortunately, it wasn't everything. Like, a lot of the licensed titles, they never even published. Like, Wizards and Warriors, I don't think made the cut on Rare Replay. Because Rare was involved in a lot more games than people realize. Like, they were involved in a lot of licensed games. Like, you may, like, look at an LGN game and go, oh, this is terrible. Guess who was the developer? It was Rare. It was Rare.
Wasn't me.
Who has disturbed my slumber?
We got this. Where's that voice coming from?
Look, the top of the pyramid.
Rare wasn't perfect, say it isn't so, exactly.
Thieves have stolen from me during my eternal slumber.
Oh no, it's definitely worth it. I feel like if anything, a lot of people, especially as you know the medium gets older, playing a lot of the older games and stuff is
Your help.
it's a lot more difficult, honestly. It's more difficult.
She's quite a character, huh?
Alpine Vin. She ain't a ghost now, is she?
Yeah, that's fine.
We got this. Not good enough.
Like I said, I feel like if anything, here's the important thing. I always tell, like, I have a lot of bad experiences when it comes to friendships. Let me just put that out there. So it's always hard for me to actually be that. You know, you kind of have to learn how to be a friend sort of deal. But at the same time, I don't go out of my way to spite people or anything like that. But at the same time, I know my personality is not exactly the most fun to be around. And plus also realize that, like I said, I'm not doing this for fame, if anything like that. I'm doing it just to be able to put myself out here and such. This is still more or less a hobby more than anything else, but it's still important, I feel like, for anyone and everyone to actually kind of rip off the mask, stop hiding behind a persona, and really just start publishing the content. Like, that's the big thing. Also, we got a lot of weapons. What the heck? I can see a person along with. We'll go. Yeah, exactly. It's like that. It's that. You know, everything's in steps. Everything's in steps. It's like if you want to know who, like, here's a good answer. Like, a good friend is that person who will, like, hey, I'm moving. Can you help me move? Can you help me lift the furniture? That sort of deal. It's the little things. Also, that is going to be a lot of enemies. Yeah, I feel like that's the other thing. I'm gonna trust me. I sure wouldn't have wanted to buy you a game on Steam. I used to be the guy who helped more than COVID. Well, okay, no, like let's always let common sense dictate all, Galactic Baron. Let's be frank about that. The pandemic drastically changed things, and as more people get the inoculations, as more people, you know, we'll have, like, the virus is going to be with us forever. You know, I used to say, like, you know, it's still a flu. Okay, I mean, technically incorrect. It's a virus, but it's just like influenza in that it's going to be with us forever. But so it's something we're just going to have to learn to live with. The difference, though, of things like getting the vaccination and everything like that is currently so that we hopefully don't actually die compared to all the other people who have it, especially if you have other previous health conditions like being extremely overweight. If you're obese, for example. Also, I just realized, hang on a second, for now, let's see what we actually got here. We got the Sigma Sphere, 9-way firing, homing, 18,000 damage. Interesting. One shot, though. Wow. That's... Oh, 9-way firing. Okay, so that damage is divided. Hang on a second. I'm sorry. This is going to take a little while. Arc Sword Type W. 6,000 damage a shot, huh? Titania Auto Cannon. That does 1,900 damage. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's why I always tell people. It's like, take care of yourself. Like, I always tell people, it's like, the big things that actually affect most people's wallet, surprisingly enough, it's their monthly subscriptions. It's their monthly subscriptions. It's their monthly subscriptions, and, like, if you subscribe to too many people, take a moment to unsubscribe to them. That's the deal. That's the deal. Take care of yourself. Ooh. Why is everything in the level 3 weapon split damage? Why is everything scatter damage in this game now? Oh, it's terrible. Exactly. Well, I envy you, Galactic Baron. You have a mortgage. I know that sounds terrible, but still, you actually are working towards being a homeowner.
My voice will shake the aliens into submission.
Oh god, this is going to be a mess and a half, isn't it?
Get rid of all enemies in the mission area.
Oh, this is going to be ugly.
You're human, right? You ain't a ghost, are you?
You own 5% of a home. It's a start.
Human?
It's a start, and that's what matters.
Mediator between man and the gods. Protector of the order of the universe.
Oh, sorry.
She's off her rocker. This is too painful to watch. Firing cannon.
Oh, thank goodness. Knowing the bank, it's probably the 5%, the worst 5%. Yeah, okay, maybe... Let's be honest, nothing is ever ideal. Nothing is ever ideal. Actually...
I
Nah, you just hate banks.
Must say,
That's understandable. That's understandable.
slumber, the world is going to be filled with such odd things.
3,000 years? Are you saying you really are an ancient Egyptian queen?
I am.
Yeah.
Hey, I think she really believes it.
Stop wasting time and focus. You're in the middle of a battle.
There. I hear clearly.
How's it going, Savior?
Message from the
Just lurk in there, just waiting for your big entrance there. How you doing,
I
man?
know that was just the transceiver.
Also, there we go. Rescue Bear Brother.
I'll take this.
Also, I just realized I'm so sorry, Prinny. I just realized I've probably been blowing you up all this time again. I just realized I've been doing that again. See, I need to actually hire someone for emotes. I've had a couple thoughts actually in my head to do one set of emotes of literally just taking some old visual novel games. There we go. Now I see how much easier it feels doing this campaign on hard rather than maddening for 3 houses. Burning points? It's not that they're bad, it's just like the excuse to take advantage of. Yeah, no, you're right.
Dropped in the mission area. Try using it if things get out of hand.
Up. Still one alive.
I
There we
gotta
go.
say, I just love your costume, Pepper. We should post a selfie of each other later.
Those ears.
This is my
Terror.
destiny.
You must be a god.
Ah, yes. The ancient Egyptians used to worship cats as gods.
Oh god. How many are there?
Hey now, we got plenty of enemies here for you to attack.
I feel like I'm spawn camping here.
Commander, this is the general. We have located the stolen Egyptian hieroglyphics.
That's great news, General.
It looks like a British scientist with the same theory as us took them for research purposes.
We must have just missed him.
Points.
I'm sending the EDF research unit to the UK. Commander,
I do need to actually take my time and actually put back in all the old points and such I used to have.
This is my destiny. Rage!
Because I used to use trigger fire, but... Okay, here's one thing I've actually been thinking about.
Great javelin throwers.
I've been having thoughts of actually using an actual overlay.
So off to
But-
England next.
Here's the downside.
Those
It would pretty much
inscriptions
actually
were
involve...
originally from my land.
It would involve actually basically reducing the screen size drastically. We're talking like moving from your standard 1920 by 1080 to probably around, I'm trying to think what the equal dimension is.
Hastings, Waterloo, Gettysburg.
I almost want to say like 1300 by 768
History.
to make room for things like a constant on-screen chat, a constant room where people could actually like play videos or alerts and such, using things like trigger fire. Other thing, also kind of gotta actually get emotes. Need to get some emotes. That would be the other thing. Also, I'm surprised we're actually getting more characters. Oh man, a dolphin tiara. That's what you want your pink bear to wear. No, I think actually, it's like, I think the hardest problem with me in doing that is okay, here's the core of it. There's your value as a human being, and then there's your value when it comes to actually being able to get a job. And that to me has always been like where I feel like society has kind of let me down the most, is because of that. Because it has been, because value, there's two types of values. There's the value of oneself, and then there's value of what people recognize. And exactly, inherent value versus societal value. I know if, a person actually asks me for help and get involved, cool, I'm usually the type of person to actually help out. If you're willing to guide me and have patience with me.
Crossing an island in a steel bird.
That sort of deal. But then there's the other value, the societal value, which, this is where things like,
Let's not get too technical.
let's not go and let's say Twitch, like in terms of being able to get a job, for example. Like what are employers actually looking for? They're looking for direct work experience, for example. Oh, it's this mission. Oh no. That's the dream. 2 people just liked your Soul Calibur picture you tweeted like 2 or 3 days ago. Never underestimate algorithms. Never underestimate algorithms. Never underestimate the power of algorithms. They are a very interesting thing.
Yeah. Just leave it to me. Don't make it so easy.
You're late.
I just realized I've been blowing up Prinny again. Yodel, please. My sister. Oh, God. Oh, I just realized this. Oh, the Okay, I just realized. You just pointed out the flaw of the Kraken. The Kraken can't actually, dig into the earth and fix the problem. That's unfortunate.
This is too painful to watch.
That's unfortunate.
Where does that stuff even come from?
You're late.
No, the interesting thing is one of them is just to be dressed up like a pirate. How's it going, Ice Finch? First time able to make a stream. Oh, welcome to the stream, Ice Finch. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. Playing just a bit of EDF Online, or EDF World Brothers. If you have the game, you can actually join us. The room code is Tenmar, and the password is the number 10.
Look out for enemies.
This is too painful to watch.
This is the one with the Darogas, right? Yeah, it's the one with the Darogas.
Take this. Entering coordinates.
How you doing? How's your weekend? Hopefully you had a good... Hopefully you celebrated Father's Day.
Intermission's over.
That is a lot of enemies.
Building is under attack.
Intermission's over.
There we go. That's a save one. Oh, no, you don't.
Be careful. Even our attacks will damage the building. Watch out when using explosive weapons. They can damage the building.
Be sure you're just hitting the enemies. Try not to hit the building. Even
The building can take it. Just realized you had to erase about 150 hours of work? What? What the? Okay, what game are you playing, Dank Magician? What game are you playing? Because there's got to be a way to salvage that. There is no way you have to delete 150 hours of work. There's always a way to salvage things. 3 houses. how are you stuck on the final boss? Like, okay, that is okay, maybe not 3 houses. I do know you technically could. Did you not make a backup save? Could that be your solution? Like, you have a earlier chapter or something that you could back up towards? Your friend had that issue in Xenoblade. They kept beating bosses under-leveled, and the final boss had a huge gap. I've had that happen before, but it's usually usually can be. But I'm not an expert on 3 houses, though. Maybe Icefinch could actually help you. I'm guessing you're a fan of 3 houses? I wish I could play those games, but, you know.
The research unit is saying several months.
Hey, Nefer, if you're really an ancient Egyptian queen...
What's up, Brinny?
Can't you read them hieroglyphics?
Of course I can.
Well, why didn't you say so? Would you read them for us? Yeah. Gotcha.
A pharaoh does not take commands.
Oh, please.
You have 3 out of 4 routes, and I'm working on the 4th one right now. Wow.
If the gods so ask, then let it be so.
Never. I'm sending
Ever since I followed you, I've been going through a lot of personal shit, and honestly, your streams help so much more than anything else.
What they say.
Like I said, it just comes back to my mindset. It's like, I like what Total Biscuit actually said on one of his content patch episodes, and he describes it so well. You know, you wake up at 6 a.m., you brush your teeth, you get up, you go to work, you have to deal with the frustration of listening to whatever's on the top 40 radio for an hour. You get to work, probably a job you don't like, and through a matter of space and time, 8 hours pass, and you have to get back. Then you deal with another drive back home, listening to an hour of more top 40s radio. You get home, you find out your kid's been bullied, he's not doing well in school. Gotta help him with his homework, make sure he's actually understanding the subject matter. You know, being a good dad. Helping out your wife's car is in trouble. And when you get down to it, at the end of the day there, when you finally get time to yourself after you finish eating dinner, usually you got about 30 minutes left. That's the difference. You know, are you going to actually be that person, whether you're a form of entertainment, you can choose to be the person who can hopefully lighten the load, lighten that burden just a little bit. Be able to socialize with another person like they're at a bar late at night and enjoy some company. Or you're gonna be that person, it's like, oh, you gotta follow my Twitch rules and such. It's like, no, you're there to relax. You're there to cool your mind, cool your head. I consider myself overall a wise person. Nope, I ran out of time. I ran out of time with the weapons. I've been going too slow. I have been going too slow. Ghost Chaser 2, 108 damage to vibe up to 15 shots, 35 the blast effect. I consider myself a wise person. I wish I was a smarter person. I wish I was a more creative person. And like I said, I always consider like intelligence and wisdom are 2 different stats. And I know overall I'm a very wise person. I'm a very old person now. But when it comes to being in depth about a subject matter, like, I always envy a person who is either extremely creative or is able to create something effectively out of nothing. So they have a trade skill. They have a skill set that can actually create something, whether it could be something that's like carpentry or something like web design, for example. You know, it's like they can take something and just create it versus myself. Yeah, I'm an older millennial. I was probably actually given the worst education you could probably actually deal with in your life, which was, hey, let's just give a person nothing but soft skills. What the heck is this assault rifle? Auto aiming with a blast effect. Interesting. Well, I'm probably not going to try a lot of these weapons here. Lysander Standard Version. Precision. That's a lot of precision. That's a lot of damage. Like, here's the thing. here's my worry as a content creator or as a streamer. Let me actually put this down this way. And I feel like there's been enough streamers out there who already have gone out of the way to be like a pseudo-intellectual. I always tell people, there's a reason why I'm not a huge fan of people like Hassan on Twitch, is because it's literally making... I just realized what we're actually going up against. That's... No, hang on a second. Hang on a second. That is not gonna work. That is not gonna work. What weapons can you equip again? Can you equip sniper rifles? No, you cannot. I need something faster. Do I have there... I need something fast. What the heck can my guys actually equip again? I just realized we're going up against the Reds. The Reds are gonna be a problem. Missile launcher, and you can be missile launcher too. Okay. Alright. Can she equip sniper rifles? Can she equip sniper rifles? That actually might make things... No, she can't. She can do rocket launchers. Shoot. Alright, fine. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just... This is gonna be a disaster. This mission's gonna be a disaster. A hilarious disaster. But no, I always like try and warn people a couple of things. Be very wary of parasocial relationships, such as online. Don't feel overly connected to the Twitch streamer where you become overly invested in them. Don't become economically invested in them. Things like that. You know, because at the end of the day, you should always be striving to build yourself up. Your life, your career, you'll be able to actually get a boyfriend, get a girlfriend, get whomever you want to have a relationship with.
Is reborn. Meaning the day when the sun is reborn. The inscription refers to the winter solstice.
Also, I'm actually surprised. Side note, surprised we actually get 4 of these. Also, I just realized I'm going to be running away now. I'm not. I do not like dealing with these red guys in a group. Oh, please tell me you did not get angry at me already. You already got angry. Also, I don't know why I'm not using you. No, you come back here. Where are you? Oh, that's so bad. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of.
Thank you. Allow me. Take this. And this. Take this. I'll take this. Eat this. This is too painful to watch. Leave it to intermissions over.
Oh, come on. Leave me alone.
Leave it to me.
This was a terrible...
Everything all right, Commander?
Terrible set of weapons to bring into this mission.
This is too painful to watch. Take this.
Oh, God, why'd I aggro 4 of these things?
Your strategy. I'll take this. Allow me. Reload. Cover me.
I would really like these guys to die. Honestly, that's usually the best. That's usually the best play in Sims Mage. Keep it simple, stupid. It's very makes things a whole lot easier. Right. That's usually like your best. That's your best strategy, is to always keep things simple. There we go. Oh, thank God, this combo fire.
Please exterminate them.
Next. This is too painful to watch.
How annoying! Oh, damn bastards!
She's transformed.
This is my
Oh,
best
please,
day.
actually, that might actually help.
Nothing like a cryo-frozen beam at 0 degrees Kelvin!
Like Alexander the Great's dragon throws. Allow me.
Thankfully, you only have to deal with one wave of these guys. Oh, dear.
Take this.
Keep it up, Commander.
Intermissions off.
Initiating attack.
Allow me.
Get rid of the remaining enemies.
But yeah, keep it simple just so people can actually be themselves. That's one of the big things. And you'll know when you need to get rid of someone, usually by the way they actually socialize. That's usually like it's a good quick indicator. Like, just let people kind of, let them know, just, and be honest about it. Like, if you're not a fan of, like, hey, I don't want to talk about sports, that's not a rule here. If you guys want to actually talk to each other about sports, go nuts. But just as an example. You know, just be straightforward, be honest, and be consistent. I feel like too many people kind of make things overly complicated and overly convoluted when you're realizing this is a form of socializing. You shouldn't be worrying so much about the law as so much as about being a good host or a good guest. Also, wow, I can't believe we actually made this a lot easier. What weapons are you using, Prinny? I'm curious. Because, damn, you ripped through them really quickly.
Hey, Mrs. Pharaoh Queen. Them carvings have anything else to say?
The inscription ended there.
Look, I did bring two characters holding Krakens. I'm not exactly a fan of the Kraken here,
It means
unfortunately.
our future is not carved in stone.
Let's have some fun. You ready?
Like, I'm a little disappointed. I honestly was just hoping that the Kraken was literally just, hey,
Hastings.
it's just another bigger missile launcher.
Now this, another turning point in history.
Prinny uses Death Rays, I brought the nukes. Yeah, there you go. I'll be honest, I'm actually glad I came up with Team Yodelay Kaboom. I'm so glad Yodel's sister was like one of the first characters I ever picked up. It just worked. I don't know why it worked, but it just worked. Oh, I overthink a lot of things. Trust me, no, that article I made for my blog today and published it, yeah, I overthink a lot of things. But that's usually because the things I want to talk about are so dense, with so many different things to actually talk about. Like I said, this whole topic about being able to talk about what happened with Amaranth and Indie Fox. And while I don't believe what they're doing should actually be on Twitch as a website, it should still exist somewhere else. But the core problem of why Twitch is always in controversy is because of people like Amaranth and people like Indie Fox and the type of content they create. Specifically them, not their community. That's a whole different topic of itself. But you can't really actually talk about them without actually having to talk about all these other things. All these other subtopics that go into it. So you can't just simply say, hey, guess what? Twitch, you want to stop all the controversies? Change your terms of service one more time. And just outright say that you're going to allow pornographic content to be on the site. I have a link to my blog post. Give me a second. Probably should make that a macro. I've been trying to, what I've actually been trying to do, Savior, is actually write a blog post and then try and find some way to convert that into a video some sort of video. Maybe not everything. I'm still struggling with learning how to be a video editor. That's one of the big things. Also, this is a really short mission, actually. Although this involves the story arc, is one of my favorite characters in this game. I think things more analytically. I end up thinking things more analytically. There's definitely. I think if anything, if you're arguing with a person today, being able to argue with them with the pathos, you're reaching their heart. Is there only one? There is only one teammate on this stage.
Cease attacks. Proceed to the next point and await further instruction. We will finish off Guinness with a carefully planned air raid.
It's hard to address a lot of topics because there's just so many different layers in it. Came back at the content being allowed on the side part.
Hello, world! Helen TV, aka Livestream Sister here. Whoop whoop!
I'm sorry, I like her just because of the end of the arc. She's a character I can relate to.
Part of my popular Helen Try Stuff series. This time, I'm going to try waking up that giant sleeping monster.
She is literally a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer all into one. And I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Who's she even talking to? I have an ominous feeling about this dishonorable act.
Alright, who's ready? And click.
Where the heck is she? Oh, she's back there.
What are you doing?
That worked so great! Alright, let's go!
The sleeping dragon has arisen. We will be eaten. I'll take this.
This is completely unexpected. This is way more than you can handle.
Oh, the EDF? Well, hello everyone! Scurrying around!
Okay, this is where the Kraken actually shines. This is where the Kraken actually shines. Although I'm a little surprised. I don't think it actually is destroying those buildings.
Don't worry, it's just me!
Also, I'm sorry. I hope you're alive, pretty. I hope you're alive.
Star providing entertainment to the broken world. I'm Livestream Sister, aka Hello TV.
This is not the time for online streaming. You could be killed out here.
Come on.
See, that's gonna be the future of warfare.
Are you one of those EDF Rangers? How old are you? How much do you make? What do you really think of HQ?
What? Leave it to me.
Also, I'm very glad that I'm not the one being targeted. I'm very glad I'm not being targeted. Damn, that's great for your view count, though. Maybe it was a video game, but not in real life.
Hold on. Could this be?
It's always sad, actually. Like, it really actually sucks when unfortunately you see those actual people suffer on a stream.
Eventually, retreat on its own.
I've got an update.
Uh-oh.
This monster cannot be
Nope.
defeated this mission.
Thank goodness this has a lot of range.
Yeah. Gotcha. I'll take this.
Like, you take a look at a website like, the Reddit subreddit live stream fails, for example, you just kind of end up seeing... You see a lot of terrible stuff.
Leave it to me.
Oh, you're leaving. You're done. He's done.
We got this.
Want to feel depressed a bit? They estimate 2030 the dead on the Facebook will outnumber the living. Interesting. That's a very interesting estimate.
Looks like we triggered the escape event.
But let's be honest, like,
Mission
you know,
accomplished.
grim talk here. You know, I feel like it's always important to, and I feel like that's why I'm actually being a lot more open as of late. I realize I'm an older millennial. It's
How about
why do we wear a mask at this age? That it's that simple. Like, I understand if you're 10 years old, you know, cool. You make an online persona, and I'm part of that generation where it's like you grew up
From my plasma core.
You didn't know what the internet would actually be like. You didn't know
We won!
what kind of world would be out there in terms of the internet. And to be frank, there are sections of the internet you should be aware, be wary of, and people to be worried about. The real question is, will Facebook be among the dead? No, I'm afraid that they're too big to fail. They're too big to fail. I honestly am firmly... This is just an opinion. This is not a fact. I kind of believe that we are currently living in a second Gilded Age. I have to talk about something very deep. I mean... here's a good barometer for you, Prinny. If you're going to talk about suicide, I would recommend not to talk about it. That would be my recommendation. I know too many people like that's a part of the conversation where things kind of end up going a little too dark. There's deep if, like, okay, let's talk about mortality and such, and I've had my fair shakes. For God's sakes, I've been hit by a car. Okay, I'm a guy who actually has lived by getting hit by a car. So, we all have our struggles here. We all come, face to face with our mortality in one way or another. If you're going in that direction, okay, fine. That's cool. Suicide, yeah, no. And it really comes down to the delivery. We already set this to hardest here. All right, what weapons do we actually get? But in terms of, like, the online stuff here, it's kind of like streaming and such. It's kind of like how we carry ourselves online. I do not have any new weapons here. Actually, this is actually just a fun level to go on. A lot of enemies, but man, oh man, a lot of stuff to blow up. Wear a mask because of COVID. Yeah, no, like, even like, here's the thing. I still have people I know personally who are not vaccinated yet, or they have an immunocompromised system. Yeah, you damn well bet I'm gonna still wear that mask. I'm still gonna wear that mask. And I'll probably wear it for a little bit longer. I live with someone recovering from surgery. Masks. Yeah. Honestly, to me, masks are not... They're not that huge of a deal. To me, it's not that big of a deal. And I feel like it's... Don't know, like, yeah. Makes sense. Hey. Let's be frank about this. It's, like, give people the benefit of the doubt. It's gonna be a transitionary period for people. Earth the Defender is honestly a very normal person, and I appreciate him.
Is not gonna get me new subscribers.
Is that all you care about? Subscribers? Stupid prank really pissed our kids off. We got this.
Well, okay, I was earlier talking about that, actually, Savior. I was actually talking about that. You hit the nail on the head on that one. I was talking about that, but then it kind of transitioned to the actual mask and the actual pandemic. But no, we all wear masks. We all wear masks, and it helps. It helps us learn how to cope with things. It help us socialize in certain environments. Because sometimes you can actually just be... sometimes you just... Would you please let me fire some... Thank you.
Like Alexander the Great's javelin throwers. Initiating attack.
But no, you're right. I was originally going in that direction of the metaphorical mask, because we all do wear masks. And that controls our personality, our habits. Exactly, we all wear personas. Ironically enough, now that persona is actually popular, like, my high school teacher taught me, like, that with the phrase, we all wear masks. Honestly, persona actually kind of helped. Thank you for the 5 cents, Ice Finch. I appreciate it. As long as you're taking care of yourself first, that's all I care about. Also, I just realized I'm probably gonna blow myself up here.
Intermission's
You've almost won this.
Hey, great to hear your voice again.
Tom talked so much I hardly had a chance to put my 2 cents in.
Persona 5 takes that literally. Yeah.
General, you two.
The day I go bankrupt over 5 cents, the day I seriously screwed up. You always say, you're not wrong. But no, that danger is 5 cents to a lot of people. And I feel like that's why I always tell people, and that's why I'm glad, like, John kind of took my advice in that direction. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's really dumb of me. I don't even know if these guys actually boogie down. They look like they do boogie down. No, they don't boogie down. They do not boogie down. Yeah, that's honestly the kind of style I've lived, though. It's like that 5 cents is make or break for a guy like me. Wait, I'm just gonna say after reading some of the blog, I hate the dub. Stanzas of guys shows. What? Wait, I'm sorry. I'll come back to that later in a second, SimsMage. I gotta read that while I actually understand what's going on here.
This is my destiny.
Oh man, if you want to know something nice, Finch, I used to, like, okay, every single penny that I have donated on Twitch has actually come from watching their ads. Who the heck is over there? Oh, okay, so it shows alarms for the allies, for your allies too. Also, I just realized, wow, okay, Prinny actually is more on the ball than me because he just rescued everyone. Yeah, I used to watch ads all the time. Like, back when I watched John's streams and such, I would literally spend half of the time just watching ads. I would open up another browser, mute that source, like, I would use Firefox, for example, mute that, and then just have ads play over and over and over again. It's a really good way of actually earning bits for, if you actually don't want to actually use your actual money. Which I would honestly say to most people, yeah, you don't actually use your actual money. Use your money to invest in yourself. If you want to watch ads for bits, do that. I used to call it bit mining. I literally used to call it bit mining before freaking Bitcoin existed. Or actually I should say became popular. Maybe not existed. That might not be the right choice of words. Oh, donating for charity is a whole different beast. Like, it always comes down to just simply knowing yourself and making that decision. Can I afford it? Be right back? Okay, we'll take 5. I gotta read what SimsMage has actually said here anyway. Man, you got a lot of levels. That's a lot of levels. Hunting down Air Guinness. Alright, hang on a second. I gotta see what you said, SimsMage, because there's time I can always like respond to quick messages, longer messages. Especially when it comes to deeper talks. Yeah, that's when I gotta go in. After reading some of the blog, I hate the double standards. Okay, that's what you meant. A guy shows the dead body on YouTube. He only gets suspended. Some girl shows her breasts on Twitch. Nothing happens. No, like that's something I do somewhat touch on. Double standards, like, okay, double standards is always going to be a part of life. Double standards is always going to be a part of life, and that's something we all, like, you know, you could phrase it in so many different ways. You know, I think the most common phrase you might actually simply hear it under is, you know, I'm just gonna say it, white privilege. You know, that's, you know, there are double standards in anything and everything. It just depends on where you are and what the social beliefs of the other party actually upholds. Didn't think someone would agree with me on double standard. Like, okay, double standards is just something you're just, like, everyone has to live with, unfortunately. And it could be a broad double standard, or it could just be a specific time a person decides to actually hold a double standard. Like, we've all had moments where we've met a person where they consistently say yes to everyone else, and then they go to get to you, and they say no. But it's important to, you know... Yeah, the tough luck for you. You know, it's unfortunate, but, you know, that's kind of where... That's where things go. And it's kind of important to, like, either... You know... I'm not going to be the person to say, like, oh, life's too short to hate, but at the same time, though, I would ask yourself, is it worth putting in the energy to actually, you know, put your effort in that direction? Penetrates through enemies. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. Like, double standards exist. Life isn't fair. But it's your job to actually try and figure out ways to actually make it work for you. Like, there's some things you just kind of have to accept. It's like, okay, you know what? It's not going to happen. But at the same time, hey, there's going to be some, you know, some way that whether you know it or, you know, whether you're aware of it or unaware of it, it might be an advantage to you. But that all determines, you know, it's a two-way street. Everything, you know, when it comes to the social, everything is always going to be a two-way street. There's going to be people who will agree with you on things, and then all of a sudden, because it's you, they'll disagree. But that's fine. That's part of life. As for, you know, the problem with Twitch, I think, if anything, I don't like the fact that people like Amaranth and Indie Fox, and we could go on a long, long list here, because if you really want to look at it, like the who's actually at the top of Twitch right now, that top 1% there, a lot of them have an OnlyFans account. A lot of them have Patreon where they sell pornography. Like, that's just a fact, unfortunately. You go down the list, they are selling it. What they sell on Twitch is burlesque. It's like that Simpsons episode. They literally had, what was it, the Matron... What was that house called? The Maison Derriere? The House of Butts? If I remember my Simpsons correctly. And they just use it to lead people towards, you know, their other social media. That's no problem. We all needed a break here. It's cool to chill. Yeah, it's like the Simpsons episode where there was the burlesque house. That's literally what they're doing on Twitch, and that's perfectly fine. I don't think it just belongs on this platform, personally. Because that's their, you know, it's like you ask yourself, what's your business model? Yeah, their business model is selling sex. I personally think Twitch could do much better, or they could actually make, like, a sister site again for that type of content. Because I think if any, like, what I would, like, here's the thing. I would like Twitch to actually be a website where they actually have content creators be able to, like, focus on making, like, full-on television-style content. I really would like that. Reality is, though, well, that's not gonna happen. Also, why does Hallam TV has a better personality than I do?
Oh my gosh, what the? How'd you get one of those?
Alright, let's try shooting it, shall we? Target acquired.
Where the heck is this person? Are they down here? There they are. Because she has self-confidence. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And
Direct hit on our Guinness.
we have... No, there's still one more.
He's actually helping.
Let's see here. It's definitely lighter than it looks.
Oh, I just...
Here comes charge! Right out of the box! That's a nice touch from the manufacturers.
Oh, Pretty, you've got him.
Chargers are usually sold.
I had no idea where once Twitch could have a partner site for Link. It's not a dumb idea. I'll tell you right now, Savior, it's actually not a dumb idea. It's actually a perfectly good idea, actually. Run him over this snowboard, Alpine. Run him over.
Virginus is most dangerous when fought head-on. Try circling around.
Well, that's, you know, let's put it this way. You're gonna have to actually deal with that sort of stuff regardless. Also, I don't think I have to actually shoot Air Guinness, so I'm just gonna leave him alone. Well, no, there's a difference between saying something about a subject and then doing what all those people do when it comes to that type of content. And actually, let's not call it content. Let's illegal. It's illegal, and it definitely shouldn't be allowed. Remember, people can make anything into a fetish. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, they can. What, Bob? Not focused. Let's get focused.
It looks like there are still
I apologize for what you're about to feel, Prinny.
Nothing like a cryo machine. Let's see how
Also, I probably... Hopefully that actually took care of some of the bees.
This is too painful to watch. Eat this.
I am perfectly fine with that. They, like... Okay, let's actually talk about Pornhub for a second. I don't actually go on Pornhub. I don't care about their content, honestly, but... At the same time, you have to acknowledge that they're relying on the YouTube model. They're relying on the YouTube model. They're relying on the users to create the content for them. And honestly, we have to assume, unfortunately, that people have common sense. But the reality is, well, most don't. And you're going to get some bad eggs, some bad examples happen. But you can either let yourself be ruled by that minority, or you could actually be smart, acknowledge the problem, and fix the problem. And the problem comes up again, you address it. That's what you can do as a business. You hold standards and you follow through with them. And you're going to get in trouble. Like, even, especially when you're a service platform. There's only so much a service platform can actually do because you're not the content creator. They have a hard time attracting... Well, okay, first off, it's the industry of selling sex. Yeah, it's going to be hard to actually recruit people who want to actually create content because most people either will have personal social issues against that. They may not want it.
How am I gonna get likes if I fear death?
Leave it to me.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. That's why most Pornhub is deleted. I heard about Pornhub being deleted personally. I think if you on the internet at least you hear about that. The reason why, well, that's a difference.
Tell you why I'm dressed as a koala if we win? I lied.
I love that victory phrase. I love that victory phrase from Koala Brother. That's my favorite one.
I have been chosen by the gods to defend the order of the universe. Now, kneel before me!
FG Gatling Proto DST. Ooh. And more Kraken. Well, I feel like, let's be honest, being a content creator, a studio of one, is difficult. Especially when you're dealing with stuff like that. Because, let's be frank, in terms of what people actually expect for content in sort of online stuff, those standards have raised dramatically. Word to the mothership. And, like, don't ever... This is another personal piece of advice. Shrink your world to what's important to you. Because you can either let yourself... And this happens to me all the time. This is a personal gripe I have. And I still let it happen to me from time to time. It is too easy to try and absorb everything and everything you see on social media. Like, if you think about what maybe your parents or your grandparents had to live through and stuff, and yeah, they had national news. You know, they still heard about what happened to the news, obviously, but it was extremely filtered. Today, you're the filter. That you're all you got when it comes to filtering, and you could literally paralyze yourself by being on social media for way too long. Way too long. To the point where you end up not actually accomplishing anything for yourself or the people you care about. Yeah, you end up throwing yourself in a rabbit hole.
I'll take this.
It's why I quit Twitter. That's respectable, honestly. That is actually perfectly fine. Can I actually squeeze through here? I can squeeze through here. That is surprising. Hallam is a good person.
Now that we've officially engaged the mothership, one thing I want to say. Hey, mothership, you listening? Put our planet back together!
Drove me insane looking for feeds I probably shouldn't have. Exactly. We spend too much time. Way too much time.
Dodging monsters is a piece of cake! Don't mind if I do? Hey, mothership!
Commander, believe it or not, now's your chance. Guinness is being lured by Hallam's yelling. You should be able to assault
So I
him
just
from
realized there
behind.
was a sister over here.
Great tactic.
If the internet stopped making content today, there's still more. Yep, exactly. You're absolutely right, Ice Finch. This is the mission that made me actually say, you know what, I like Hallam TV. This was the mission that made me think, oh, I like her now. I don't know why I'm using the missile launcher. There's no point in using the missile launcher.
Intermission's over.
It's big.
Like you gotta be picky. You gotta be picky to a point in what you actually want to devote your time towards. Like, I still have the trouble. I still try and teach myself video editing. I still try and teach myself Photoshop. Like, all as a means to try and actually create content online. Where, like, and that kind of relates to the whole, you have to pretty much be your own one-man studio. It's honestly overwhelming. Yeah.
This is my destiny.
But there's only so much you can actually do. Alright. I love how I'm just not worried about Eric Guinness, because he's just chasing Hallam TV all over the map.
Intermission's over.
You're doing great.
Also, did we get everyone? No, we're still missing someone.
Allow me.
Okay, those health packs.
Leave it to me.
Alright, have yourself a good night, Galactic Baron. Hope you have yourself a good start to your week. Oh, that's our last wing diver.
This is too painful to watch.
Yeah, I gotta come up with a new game to beat. I really do. I've been torn. Honestly, I keep looking at Dynasty Tactics for the PS2. I keep looking at that game. I don't know why. Like, it's a game I actually rented. Like, if you ever played the Dynasty Warrior games, they actually, before they became known for, Omega Force became known for that, they actually, they made a full-on, Dynasty, like, tactical game. I don't know why I keep looking at it, but I do. But I feel like at the same time, because of E3, it's like, oh, Legend of Mana is right around the corner. I kind of want to get that game because I've only rented that game once and I never beat it.
Leave it to me. I'll take this.
Yeah, I don't know. The Kraken missile launcher is not the best for me. I mean, I like it. It's good, but at the same time,
Sorry, I got this.
it's just not hitting anyone. Like, it's good against the, like, just this guy, but that's it.
I got this. I'll take this.
Hey, don't you have any thoughts
Uh-oh.
of your own? Shit! Is there a
There.
Too painful to watch.
There's the Reds.
1, 2, 3. Is this your
All right.
Well, do something! I'm not gonna get views just sitting here! It's supposed to rain next week at my sister's wedding! Why don't you make yourself useful?
Oh, why am I not?
Block the rain for us! I guess that would
Well.
block out the sun, too. Alright, forget the wedding! You're not invited! Hey, are you even listening? And what about you, Arcanist? Ever stop and think about life goals?
See? Life goals. Go. What? I'm curious what Pretty did to kill the Reds, because... Oh no, they're still there. Wait, there's one. Here, you can have this. Enjoy your Sprite Fall. What weapon are you using? I gotta know.
Intermission's over.
Well, I'm glad this missile launcher still worked. This Jagiri system's too good.
Intermission's over.
There we go. That's how you do it. Yeah, that's fine.
This is too painful to watch.
I guess if you... Oh, okay, using Gatling guns. That's why you can kill them really quickly. That explains everything. Now to use the Velgata.
Hey, what just happened?
Oh no.
The beast has returned.
What's that dark mist? Maybe they should rename you Miss Guinness! Well,
Boo!
Miss Guinness?
Intermission's over.
It's the Gekido. It's really good. Oh, that's the, Oh, God, what is it? The, I'm trying to remember which one's character that is. The G-Liar, that's it. Oh, no, that's the Ant. Prow Rider, that's it, Prow Rider. That is the Prowl Riders. What the heck is this guy? Literally right here, shooting you, and you are ignoring me. Alright. Got that. I guess they're not down for dancing. Well, at least I'm not taking as much damage. That's the important part.
This is too painful to watch. Take this.
There we go.
Intermission's over.
Fire the missiles. There we go.
This is my destiny. Leave it to me. Guess there's no other way.
That mist is straight out of a horror
Alexander the Great's javelin throwers.
That's where the damage comes in. That's why I love Team Yodelay Kaboom. Oh.
You did.
Huh. I was hoping to be able to use the tank. Oh well. Oh well.
The mist is gone.
Hey, mothership! Where you going? Not so strong anymore, huh?
She's spunky. That's why I like her.
The scout team is reporting that this area has been restored with the rest of the planet.
Awesome work, everyone! Please tell all the viewers at home how you feel right now.
Hallam, you're part of this victory too, you know.
What's the matter? What trigger is this?
You can run over your
Would you accept the honor of joining us?
Huh? Me? Honestly, I think you guys are pretty lame. I doubt you can keep my viewers entertained. This video has already gotten over 100 views! You're gonna go viral!
100 views? That's it? And you call us boring? Shame on me!
Anyway, bye for now! Maybe we'll cross
Yeah, that's why I love the punchline.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe! Later!
You have this personality of a person's like, yeah, they're your conventional YouTuber, Twitch streamer. You find out, yeah, they only got 100 views on their video. It's so relatable for me.
Hastings, Waterloo, Gettysburg, and now this. Another turning point in history!
Wow, 100 armor. Yeah, I love that. I love this game's quirky story arcs. I kind of wish they actually kept it up all the way to the end of this game. But, you know, you kind of need to actually build up for an actual villain. Wow, you get a lot more experience. You get a lot more experience, actually, doing this on the online mode. It's EDF. You can't go wrong with it. It's a simple, like that's the reason, like, was it Juker even streamed it last night. It's called the Simple Series for a reason. I like games that I like games that are like on the weird extremes. I like games that are either like can be very, very complicated, like some tactical games, but then I also like games that are overall really, really simple. Like, as of late, I think, if anything, due to time and everything like that, I kind of like erring on the side of something that's super simple, but I still like RPGs and such as well. I still like all of that. The difference is, though, I feel like I'm trying, you know, I feel like I set myself up for too high of standards. It's like, hey, I want to play, you know, it's like, I kind of liked it. I'll be honest, after 5 years of doing nothing but beating games, I kind of just like focusing on the game I want to beat.
Allow me to introduce the leader of Strike Force Lightning. He is
Like,
going to
I'm
be
super
accompanying
used to
you on
that,
your
actually.
expedition.
Hey team, name's Lenny.
So it's like I could just focus on that like it's a
Probably
project.
tell, I am a soldier.
But I know if you're like, say, I hypothetically, like, if you actually want to make this like a business,
Not see that coming.
you kind of need to actually
And destroy the giant
diversify.
creature nests in this area.
You know, I like what I honestly wish I could do something like what Smite does actually,
So team,
which
they
is
say we break a sweat together.
create literally like a game show. You know, that would be amazing to actually be able to pull off.
Leave it to me.
I would like to do things like voice acting and such.
Please defeat the remaining enemies.
There we go. Let's take care of you.
Let me help.
Leave it to me.
Also, I like Alpine Brother. The snowboard. The snowboard has its weak points there, but it's still really good for just getting around.
I'll take this. Moving away.
Also, Prinny, you're crazy fighting them on head on.
I got this.
I think I'm used to when I play EDF. I just go like, just keep backing away. Oh, they're green ants. Oh, they're green ants now. That is absolutely terrible.
You have my entire team helping you on this
That is
mission.
absolutely terrible.
Be better than that.
Leave it to me.
What? And the bad news?
That did not take long. The entire Strike Force Lightning team. Just me today.
But what became of the others?
Intermissions.
Kid is helping his cousin's friend's sick grandma. Kicker is stuck in the bathroom with diarrhea. Old man strained his back riding his bike. Cyrus fell down a hole. He's MIA ever since. Or at least, those are the excuses they give. Anyway, none of them are coming today.
Wonderful excuses.
Allow me.
Fakers.
Take this. Reload.
Intermissions over.
I'm just gonna end up blowing up Prinny here at this rate.
For the watch. Take this. And that. Next.
Intermissions over.
Can I hit this thing? No, I cannot.
This. Sorry. Allow me. They fell into a... this is too
Alright, you need to go.
Rage like an elephant in the Punic Wars. Allow me. Leave it to me. Sorry. I got this. Allow me. And this. And that.
Commander, thanks to you and your team, we're down to just a single mothership. We still have yet to locate Dark Tyrant.
Look, I'm okay with saying I'm a coward here, just shooting from afar.
I'm sure we'll know what we need to do next.
Painful to watch.
There are rumors about your team, Commander. You guys are awesome. Now I feel terrible about my team being indisposed.
I'm pretty sure they're all faking it. I still can't believe the actual Lightning Alpha himself is here fighting with us.
Go.
Right?
Alright.
They didn't even put me in the sequel to Insect Armageddon.
Guess I'm too far out.
Iron Rain was not a sequel to Insect Armageddon.
Take this.
Wait.
Okay, there
Maybe
you go.
we should
Perfect.
change the subject.
This is my
Most players won't get
So
over
that-
that.
Because nobody buys
Rage
EDF
like an elephant
games.
in the Punic Wars. This is too painful to watch. Take this.
Also, wow, that has a lot of health.
You won't be a full team with your fallen teammates.
Alright. There we go. That done. I can start launching the missiles. What? Oh, right.
Yeah.
I didn't know about EDF until you streamed this game. I didn't know about EDF until John actually told me about it. Okay, maybe I need to keep Jetpack away. Okay, this is the downside about using the freaking, what do you call it? Using the Kraken. The Kraken can't kill this thing. Also, wow. One. What about you? I love the jetpack. I love that. That's like the jetpacker for some reason just sings. I don't know why he does, but he does. It doesn't make any sense, but I love it. Oh no! Okay, it's fine. Alright, hi! Oh, there's nests. No wonder why. There's no honor in drowning. I love the fact that you can actually drown in this game. It's hilarious. Alright. You can go here. Hey. You're still alive. Why are you still alive? There we go.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the whole, Wait, is that still alive? It is still alive. What the heck?
Let's have some fun. Go try. This is too painful to watch. And that. Reload. Done
All right.
it. Firing cannon.
This is why I love the aerator.
This is too painful to watch.
There we go.
Guess I'm too far out. I'll take this.
Let's take care of
This
you.
is too painful to watch.
Intermission's over.
Firing cannon. I'll take this.
Oh, there's our brother.
4 nests left.
Maybe not.
Now move on to the next one.
Where's our other nest? Should be right over here. Oh, okay. All right, that works.
There are 3 nests in total. Now on to the others.
Oh,
The tasteless finish.
yeah. I love with the. I hate to say it. I just. Where was he? Oh, get off of him. Yeah, I love it when he just drowns. Says, listen.
I'm going down.
I don't know why he sings. It's hilarious though, and I love that the voice actors did something so silly with it. So what the heck? How is that still alive?
Allow me.
Just
This
2
is
more
my
nests.
destiny. Let's keep moving. Rage like an elephant in the puny.
There we go.
Now, on to the final nest.
Today's our day.
Oh, shoot. Ah, fell off. Whatever.
Initiating attack.
Oh, there we go.
Guess there's no other way. An avalanche of bullets.
That's 1 nest down. Excellent job. They're falling one by one. Keep this up.
Just stand in the healing aura to survive. That's all that matters. Yeah, I think I like the Sky Turtles better. It's weird that I like the level 2 weapons more than the level 3 weapons. I was really excited about a lot of the level 3 weapons.
I'll take this.
I mean, the plus side, at least they just launch themselves up.
Gotcha. Leave it to me.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh god, if they make fish aliens in this game, I don't know what EDF would do. Imagine them making an underwater unit. Oh, that just sounds terrible. Once again, come back. Shall the forces will cut the men slack. The EDF deploys. I'm sorry, like listening to the EDF 4, that's always going to be my favorite theme song.
Mission complete. Such honor.
An EDF underwater level sounds gross. It does, but also now I'm curious about it. It's like, you kind of always want to see something that's just terrible actually brought to life. Just because, like, it's a direction they technically could go. Ooh, the Zinzabekar, huh? Let's check that out. Sounds like Monster Hunter 3 and Underwater Hunts. There were underwater hunts in Monster Hunter... Wait, they were on... Oh, right, there was. I remember people actually talking about that. I didn't know much about it, but... That sounds... odd. Oh, that's... Why is everything like a 4-way shooter or a scatter shot? There were and people hated them. I could see why. I gotta admit, like, I really like Monster Hunter World. That was, like, to me, like, the best Monster Hunter game to enter into for me. And yeah, I still use the beginner weapon, but honestly, it worked. You like those hunts? I never got to play those. I never, like I said, my only experience with Monster Hunter is Monster Hunter World. And I am perfectly fine with that. Because I gotta be honest, I kind of... Yeah, I'm gonna be biased here. I actually did like what they did with the Sword and Shield in Monster Hunter Rise when I tried the demo. It's like, the one great part about the Sword and Shield in Monster Hunter World, you literally could mash buttons with that weapon. And it would work. They kind of didn't let you do that in Monster Hunter Rise, and I kind of hated that. Just simply because certain attacks that used to chain together, so you could just keep going with the combo, don't work anymore. And it felt weird. It felt weird when I played the demo.
Sure, but we must get back before my Kaiserschmarrn is ready.
I'm sad I didn't play 3 Ultimate. I could have fought Gobu without motion controls. Oh, right.
Please, be cautious. Take this.
My hero!
Oh, I didn't know you two were...
We got this.
What?
Hey, my bad. Could you lower that gun, please?
Take this. Next.
I just forgot Monster Hunter was actually on the Nintendo Wii. I remember actually seeing that at a convention, and I was actually gonna buy it, but I decided against it. Due to financial concerns. It's like, can I actually afford this? Is this really the one thing I want to buy from... I think actually it was TwitchCon, actually, that I saw it. I actually think it was TwitchCon, like TwitchCon 2017, actually. I also just realized there's no point, actually, because there's nests. And that takes care of that. How was Monster Hunter with motion controls? I gotta know. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be ugly. Wait, does this even work against this thing? I don't think it does. It does not. My missile launchers don't no longer work against these things.
This is too painful to watch.
Love of God, keep firing. Also, I'm surprised this thing is actually stunning it.
I got this. I'll take this.
What? Interesting to say at the least, my parents were laughing their ass off watching me play in my arms as they hunted monsters. Yeah, it was not
A whole bunch of giant creatures are heading this way.
it was not like motion controls of the Wii were interesting, but at the same time not. They weren't the best. They really were very much gimmick. The heck is? Oh, they're not in the factory.
We got this. Allow me.
Let's just kill this thing. But as a console that actually brought people together, I'm glad the Wii existed for that. Also, I just realized there's a second.
Intermission's over.
Oh. Oh, that... Well, this is gonna suck. Come on, I need you gone. Thank you!
This is my destiny. Noticed any Ravagers around here? Previously battled against?
Ravagers are the extraterrestrial life forms controlling those gigantic spaceships. They're an ancient bug species said to have conquered numerous planets in our galaxy.
Alpine wind.
Well, looks like someone's read the EDF wiki.
This is too painful to watch.
Those shields really get in the way.
They must be attacked from closer. Why didn't you say so? EDF! EDF! Something sounds peculiar.
Hey, cowboy brother. No!
Intermission's over.
Get off of my units.
I'll take this.
Okay.
This is too painful to watch. Entering coordinates.
Intermission's over.
Go. I also apparently fight on song as well. What the heck? Oh, there's another one.
Leave it to me. Firing cannon.
Intermission's over.
This is too painful to watch.
What the? I always forget that the Earth is now flat. I'll never get used to voxel Earth. I'll never get used to that. There we go.
This is too painful to watch. And that. And this. This is my
Here,
destiny.
you can have that.
Rage! It's beautiful. Like Alexander the Great's
There we go.
This is too painful to watch.
Ooh, that took a while. You throw a shield screen and everything just becomes complicated in this.
And this. Take this. Next.
Also, I have no shame using some of the easiest weapons in this game.
Allow me.
We won!
All right. I could have done this with my eyes closed.
Most of his lines are kind of annoying. Is it just me?
Back down. Hey, take a joke, lady.
What?
Lady Chapelu, the fight is over. Lower your gun, I beg you.
I think honestly, this is a weird EDF just simply because you're never used to like. You always have two types of games. You have plot-driven games and character-driven
From
games.
my plasma core, I'm gonna die. Oh, wait, we won.
And this is like the first one that actually became a character-driven one. Ooh, Super Goliath. I gotta see this one. Chun-Li, Master Chief, and Cowboy Brother. Spirit of Colorado. Ooh, I gotta see what the damage of that is. How much is the Spirit of Colorado? Let's see. FG Gatling Proto. D to AAA. 200 ammo. 10-second reload time. 20 shots a second. Yeah, overall. The Zinnebeck R is really good on the Flyer class, by the way. I don't even know if I have that, actually. Here, Spirit of Colorado. What? 6,800? What? Oh, okay, so it just has a higher firing rate. Okay, that is understandable. You should, since you have it. You ate the Moogle. Okay, I could understand enjoying some Kentucky Fried Chocobo, but a Moogle? Why would you eat a Moogle? Also, have you seen what Mog does to people? It's kind of scary, actually. Now, what kind of weapon is the Zinnebeck? Super Goliath. 7,000 damage. Specs increase the longer you charge? Oh, so the range increases. Okay. It's a sniper, okay. Direct hit 1.5 times. Cannot move while charging. That makes sense. Huh. Yeah, I'll definitely remember to switch missions. So don't worry about that part. Got a curiosity. Actually. That's a sniper rifle. What is it called? The Zinnebeck? I don't have a Zinnebeck. You sure it was a sniper rifle? Oh, it's an assault rifle. It's not a sniper. Yeah, okay, I could see why that's actually good, but I never like I hate like anytime I read the word like scatter or four-way firing, it just means take the damage, divide by 4. And I'm kind of a terrible big numbers guy. When this is all over. Also, I need to do something else here. I'm sorry, the Sky Turtles. Sky Turtles are better. I don't like the Kraken. Well, we're putting the Kraken back in the closet. I've seen Dragon eat her own tail to grow it back. What? Oh yeah, no, this game has millions of playstyles. There are plenty of weapons. I could easily see a lot of people, and so many character class combinations. I feel like that's the strength of this game. But I feel like if you're kind of just trying to go through the game on the higher difficulties, you're gonna be kind of pigeonholed to one class or one set of a group of characters. Because you need the health. You need the health. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Roger that.
Wait, can you? Oh, you have to charge. Oh, okay.
What a gracious offer.
I see what you have to... I get this thing now.
I'll go on ahead. Would you mind holding this for me?
This pouch?
Alright.
Don't
So
lose it.
protect her. Oh, that's... Yeah, that just makes things a whole lot faster. And also a lot more explosive. Also, I think I just blew someone up. And Tenmar anime is weird. Dude, I watch anime. Yes, it's weird, and I love it that it's weird. That is the reason why I love anime, is because it's weird. That is the reason why I watch anime.
You're doing
It
great.
is weird, it is great, and I love it because of that. What the heck? Oh, pff. Okay, now I see the problem. Alright, this... Alright. Oh, I just blew myself up, didn't I? Don't blow yourself up. Don't blow yourself up. Where the heck is he? There you are.
This is too painful to watch.
Intermission's over.
What? Ah, come on. Fine. You want to play that way? You don't want to play that way? You can play that way. Have a missile.
I got this.
So long, fellow soldiers.
Intermission's over.
All right.
Open your ears! Rise up, soldiers!
Let's destroy these buildings. Oh. Well, I should probably kill this thing first. You can still watch Bobo 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 and his magical hair nose. Yeah, that is definitely a weird one. Like in the good way. Also, I think I just blew myself up again. Well, that sucked.
Intermission's over.
Allow me.
There. Pick you up.
This is my destiny.
You. Let's finally get our brother, amigo brother.
It's beautiful. Like Alexander the Great's javelin throwers.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm not a fan of the whole having to charge the Super Goliath.
Allow me.
Like a lot of weapons, the moment I press the mouse button, I want to fire, or it's a full-on charge. There's probably a weapon combination that this works well with.
Watch this!
I'll take this.
Actually, I'm gonna get by the tanks. Let's get by all these little tanks here. They'll be perfect for cover.
This is too painful to watch.
Alright. How far?
2 steps ahead!
That's far.
This enemy is unknown to me.
The Ravager mantises. Robotic insects released by the Ravagers.
Robotic insects? Ugh!
Oh!
Away from me!
I got my own problems.
I will not let them lay a single finger on you, Lady Shop.
My hero!
Anyone else notice things heating up between those two?
Okay, so the damage doesn't increase on these things. Good to know.
What? That is most
I only saw Bobobo a little bit. I was very confused by that series.
In fact, this war's over. I've got a little unfinished business of myself to get back to.
Gentlemen, please focus on the fight.
Roger that. I'm moving in.
You heard him, he's moving in. Where there's nothing to fight.
Enemies, you're surrounded.
How did that miss?
You imagine the nerve of that guy? I mean, how wrong can someone be?
Guess there's no other way. Yes, completely lacking honor. And what was that pouch anyway? Master Lightning, may I ask what this is?
Allow me.
It's my engagement ring.
This is my destiny. Rage.
Wait! Say no more!
Like an elephant in a punitive
I was thinking of proposing.
There we go.
War's over.
Lighting up with just ran out of HP. Everyone, move away from here! Now!
Please. I'm too handsome to die.
See, he's fine.
Allow me.
I watched a lot of him in Cartoon Network along Zatch Bell. I remember Zatch Bell. That had a very interesting concept, but it still founded very,
Blown outside of the playable area.
very goofy. And it obviously was supposed to be goofy, but it
Why did he
always had a weird contrast when literally they're supposed to be dolls, but
Keep fighting.
they're people.
Don't.
That always felt weird, honestly, about that series.
Mission complete. Great job.
Never mind, like, they really went in directions with the
Let's keep
characters.
moving, Commander. I'm sure that's what he would have wanted.
The only thing you hate about Bobobo is that it basically just abruptly ends. Yeah, I just remember, like, that, if anything. Like, that was obviously, like, a very meta humor anime.
Smoke from my plasma core. I'm gonna die. Oh, wait. We won.
I can see why people would be into Zatch Bell. It's like... Actually, not so much Zatch Bell. I understand why people would be really into anime. And I feel like that's the reason why I got into it. It was a culture shock. Like, seeing something that was completely foreign to you.
Starting from today, I'm an EDF dancer. Someone's got to teach those aliens how to samba.
Huh. But yeah, it is basically culture shock, honestly, for me. It's like seeing things like, I'm actually trying to think. Like, honestly, Robotech is probably honestly... Robotech, what's that other one? Like, back when sci-fi used to literally show anime. I'm trying to think of, like, Project Echo, 3x3 Eyes, Robotech. Trying to think what else. And obviously, you know, you had things like Voltron and Sailor Moon and such, and Ronin Warriors. But I'm trying to remember, like, one that literally, it was not afraid about sex or gore at all. And this was back in the 1990s. I'm trying to think which one it was. Okay, Super Goliath actually can be good, but at the same time, the whole charging thing is it's not for me. I like things that just do the job for me. Give me back that Jagiri system. That's a damn... Like, I feel like, honestly, the other reason I like about this is... No, that's fine. Jagiri system in the sniper rifle. The moment she runs out of ammo, he's actually full again. And the moment he's full, once he actually empties his clip, she's back on ammo. Like, I always like it, like, how I have it set up where it's like, okay, they're always... Like, I feel like that's the best way to play, is embracing the swap system.
EDF.
It is embracing that swap system. And that's why I kind of like a lot of homing weapons in this game, is because... Hey, you're giving me auto-aim. I'm gonna exploit it.
Listen to my son.
I'm gonna exploit it. Never mind the fact, like, the Sky Turtles do so much damage. I actually don't have to switch to the other characters unless I literally want to actually switch to them. Usually I use Alpine Brother just to move to the other across the battlefield really quickly.
I know we're all feeling sad right now. but
Like I
his
would
death
use
will
Dragon
only
Sister
make us stronger.
because hers I would honestly argue is better
This is one of those tug at your
than
heartstrings
Alpine
missions.
Brother because his is always on a cooldown. And also if you jump and do that, you do sick
Enemies
tricks,
are
but
approaching.
it's not optimal. Actually, no, the thing about it is just Bobobo around that time when some animes just end without conclusion. Yep, pretty much. Oh, I'm a dummy. I literally just aggroed the entire pack. Yep. I should not have done that.
Entering coordinates.
You're late.
Copy that. Initiating attack.
Next.
This is too painful to watch. Touche.
Good thing these guys have a lot of health.
Next, they fell into our trap.
You're late.
Copy that. Initiating attack.
Do any of you think there's a chance he made it out alive?
I doubt anyone could have survived that.
Also, now's the time to be running.
None of us actually witnessed Master Lightning's demise.
Moving away.
No! Ah,
Odds
damn
of
it.
him surviving that are less than 0.01%.
He was.
There's no use in crying about
How did that not hit that thing?
it. Looks like it's up to us to defend the Earth.
Entering coordinates.
How did that not hit him?
Alright, let's do it!
Lightning Alpha! You're alive?
Leave it to me.
Well, you know heroes like to make a grand entrance.
Oh, please, Lightning. They'd be having you for dessert by now had I not sent in that rescue squad.
Ops? Why do you have to ruin my entrance like that?
Nice to meet you, Commander. I'm Ops from EDF headquarters.
Talking over here.
Yeah, whenever you make your grand entrance, you only get one line.
Vehicle. Lightning, initiate counteroffensive.
Okay, thank goodness, you're dead.
Intermission's over. Next. Dance.
Allow me. And that. This is my destiny.
Oh, damn it. He literally died the moment I used my ult. Oh, well. Alright. Where is that health? I know it's behind me somewhere. There it is. Okay. You can have this, and you can have these. I honestly can't remember the last time I watched, like... Oh, actually, no. I guess I kind of... Watching an anime with no conclusion. I don't know. Most animes I've watched in my life, I think, always have, like, a, not so much an ending, but they always, you know, like, they'll lead to the next obvious chapter. Like Bubblegum Crisis and such. There's nothing that just really abruptly ends. I feel like the one that only abruptly ends was literally Evangelion. Because, you know, seeing congratulations. Yeah, that's a little weird, honestly. Also, I strangely like this song. Like, it's using one of the most annoying notes you could possibly hear, but at the same time, it's also good. I don't know why.
Let's go, team!
How literally of you.
Yes! True hero in you has emerged.
believe this is the same guy who was crying after being blown to another area.
You promised you wouldn't say anything!
Allow me. This is my destiny.
Strike force! I guess there's no other way.
No! No, you missed.
Punic Wars.
Sorry. Yeah. Eat this. I'll take this.
It's fine. I'll just blow him up the old-fashioned way. Don't!
With the mission, Commander.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Careful. You can really
Oh, fine.
injure
You know what?
yourself
I should just
if
use those
you
Velgatas that are right by me. Let's just use them. Does he have missile launchers? Yes, they do. Perfect. There we go.
Vehicles are great. Just don't get overconfident.
I can't tell if that's actually hitting it or not. There it goes. There we go. That works.
Try using a long-range weapon when engaging flying enemies.
Intermission's over.
Allow me. And that. Take this.
Yeah.
And that. Next.
I can't believe they have an Armageddon difficulty in this game. Like, this game is already hard enough.
Sorry if this hits you. Well, I guess I shouldn't feel sorry. Still, I kind of feel bad.
I'll take this.
Watch this.
Think that's everything? Yes, it is. Good.
Blind Vin.
Watch this.
We did it!
We have done it. Excellent work, Master.
This is too painful to watch.
Here is the ring you entrusted me with.
Somebody's trying to download something because your Wi-Fi's being crap. Are you on the 5 gigahertz network or the 2.4?
Any chance that ring's meant for me?
Yeah.
Hey, let's not have any spoilers.
No, please, spoil.
Work's done. Time to go home.
Let us withdraw.
Hey, at least let me have a cool closing line.
Nope.
Blind Vin.
That's honestly, like, I always put like a lot of fundamental devices on the 2.4 and then just have like
Waterloo.
the things that are important on the 5 gigahertz
Another
band.
turning point in
Because
history.
a lot of people never really use their 5 gigahertz band. It may have a weaker signal over a longer distance, but you'll actually get higher speeds if your Wi-Fi actually supports it. You should probably look into that, honestly. You should probably look into that then, SimsMage. Wow. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, I never checked the Psyblade splash. Also, what time is... Oh my god, it's already 11 o'clock. Time flies. Well, I guess it all depends if you have access to your router and such. And I know a lot of people, when they usually set things up, they don't. You know, honestly, that is probably actually a good call. It is. I've been trying to actually wake up earlier and actually at a decent hour and such. So yeah, I would definitely call it here. This will be a safe. This is a safe place. I think. Was it? This is when Lightning's arc ended. Yeah, that was definitely. Yeah, this is where Lightning arcs. Lightning Alpha. Story arc ends. I don't know if I'll do this tomorrow, but like I said, I'm kind of torn. I might do this again, honestly. I do enjoy it in tech. I kind of do want to unlock. I kind of like. Part of me just wants to say I want 100% this game. I don't know why. I don't know why. Just like this is a game I actually feel like this is the easiest EDF game to actually 100%, and I kind of want to try for it. But the downside is of just how... What was it? This 2 hidden achievements that this game actually has. Yeah, was it? Okay, there's a couple actually. It wasn't obtain. Let's obtain. No, Immortal Soldier. Get a character up to 100,000 HP. And whatever Master of War is. I gotta. You know, actually, I'm just gonna quickly look that up. ADF, WB, Master of War. What's that one? Achievement. There are a lot of different achievements. What is the requirement for Master of War? I gotta see this one. Reach skill level 10 with any achievement. It might be doable, but I don't know how much more this game actually has. It's the 100,000 health. Like, that's just absurdly grind heavy. It used to be fine, but your brother got a new router, and then it started being crap. Okay, if you don't have access to the router, that might be a problem. It wouldn't hurt, though. If it all depends if you have the password to the router or not. And if that's the router you actually use. Because I know there's a couple things, like, if you still have your other router, technically you could connect it with the modem and that have its own network, but typically it's usually better to just have one router unless you're using another router as a repeater. But I'm getting way too deep into these things. I'm overthinking things. I'm assuming that your new router is the only router in the house and your brother has control over it. But if you have the password to the router, I would honestly look up the manual for it. Literally just look up what the model number is, go to the company website, and take a look at it. And you could probably actually, like, literally, anytime you don't understand something, come up with it. Like, it's easier just simply to ask Google a question, and you can actually quickly learn how to adjust things. Like, you don't need, like, certifications. I know a lot of people get intimidated by IT and such, but really, there's a lot of really good technical writers that are good at describing things, and even further, you can then go into help. Oh, the old router would just cut off. So you have 2 routers in your house, then, is what you're describing, then. Yeah, let me actually do this this week. This will make things simple. If you're literally using 2 routers, then it sounds like your brother might just want his own network, which is fine. That actually can work. But I would just simply check the then look up the older router then if that's what you're connected to. Because if you have access to that, then you can adjust the settings and you can find out what kind of frequency you're on and find out, you know, because there's a range of frequencies. So you could just literally be on the same frequency when you could just change the frequency and then it should solve the whole cutoff problem. But I'm theorizing here, each person's setup is different. You don't think? Okay, so your brother's router is literally the only router you have then. That's what you're making it sound like. If you literally only have one router, trust me, that's probably the better solution. It's just important just to figure out what kind of access you have, and if you know the password, you could log into the router and adjust things. Give yourself like a dedicated IP address. Find out if you're on the 2.4 band or the 5 gigahertz band. Because if your computer just kind of cuts out or slows down, that typically isn't connected to the Wi-Fi unless you literally have so many devices that are downloading things. And that's usually, and your speed will be dictated by your neighborhood. Which is why a lot of people, if they, you know, normally they hate the 2.4 because everyone and their mother puts the wireless devices on it. When you probably are better off just nowadays, actually, if you can get it on the 5 gigahertz, to go on that. Like I said, it's worth to see. It all depends on if you just have access to it or not, and if you're willing to actually do the research and ask yourself the right questions, or ask Google the right questions and read the manuals, because they make it very it's very approachable. Okay, this just has the open. I was curious, actually. All right, well, that's gonna do it for us, though. For now, though, why don't we take a look and see who else is streaming tonight here. And there are a couple people who are streaming. First up is Proton John. Of course, he's actually completing the game Shantae for the Game Boy Color. He's just playing it on the Switch because limited run games actually released it on the Switch. They also released an actual Game Boy Color version as well. Next up is Smite. He's actually doing another Mega Man Damage Shuffler. He's actually going through the Game Boy Mega Man games. I kind of want to actually try a Damage Shuffler. I want to research and actually make an article on how to do a Damage Shuffler because of Brosentia's BizHawk Shuffler. And I want to see how to actually make it so, like, if you take damage, you can actually switch to another game. And I kind of want to try the Mega Man games and do a Damage Shuffler, because I would like to do, like, a Streets of Rage Damage Shuffler. I think that would be hilarious to actually go through. And finally, we have Exposure. He is actually playing through the newest Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance game. If you ever played the PlayStation 2 Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance back on the PlayStation 2, imagine that, except it's a full-on 3D game. Kind of amazing, honestly, to see Dark Alliance actually make a comeback. That is literally my experience with D&D games, honestly. I very much enjoy this. But for now, though, I'm going to give a host over to Smite, though. Tomorrow, we might be doing more of this. It all depends, honestly. I'll be honest, I'm kind of putting streaming in the back seat at the moment, so I'm kind of expect maybe more Game Archive stuff as I focus more on trying to write things for my blog and create content in general. But until then, though, I hope you guys have a good start to your week. But as always, take care, and take care of yourselves first.